Maison versus Fixie coming up. And as usual, we're on a 2-minute delay. We have a Diamond League one, I think. And somebody is clearly from the Migs team. I have a feeling from Mr. Vindicta team. Let me go live on teamliquid.net. This is importante as we get into it. All right, here we go. And we're on new maps. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo Humanity, one of the new maps. In the green, give it up for Fixie. That are representing Migs 01. And his opponent in the upper left representing Tano in the blue. We've seen him take a game off a pro player before. Took a game off Solar. He's a diamond player who actually took a game off Solar. It is Maison. If I'm not mistaken, I might actually update my graphic settings again. Yeah, we're going to leave it for today. So if it doesn't look as fancy, guys, I apologize, but it'll run a little smoother at least. In fact, I may actually fix a lot of problems where I might have to just deal with it for a while. If it smooths things up, I might be able to go back to 60 frames per second. And yeah, so Inadays is saying something about Pilly Pilly. I'm going to talk more about the game now, all right? So Pilly Pilly right now would not be in this matchup at all. But he would come in like the Kool-Aid Man with just one probe and single-handedly beat both of them and take the winnings. Welcome back, Inadays. And I have to get up in like 15 minutes to turn my oven off. I ate some potato skins, but I got my shepherd's pie going. Fried up some stuff. How you doing, Renegade? Alright, anyway. We're going to get on into it. It was a CC first build from Fixie, who's going double gas behind it. That drip is bussing? What you mean? Nice cap as well. I don't know the lingo, Renegade. I'm too much of a boomer. Oh my god, it's not a build. Looks like it could be 2-Rax Reaper as an opener from Maison. And let's take a look at Neo Humanity. Let's take a minute and look around. We got a slow field zone in the center. Not really a big fan of those at all, but it doesn't really matter. There's rocks in there. I guess the goal is to clear out the rocks. So the pathing's fixed. Do we have any gold bases? We have the Zelnaga Watchtower here and here. I do like this. So we have some gold, small gold patches between each base. This could be another Golden Wall-esque map. Ooh, I like this. How you doing, Renegade? All right, and this is an interesting opener. He's going into a 2-1-1, it looks like. So it isn't a double 2-Rax Reaper. Yeah, I've seen too much of that lately. Weird 2-Rax Reaper openers into 2-1-1, but he's just going to go right for the 2-1-1 right off the rip. CC first, I should have figured. I kind of like this map, guys. I know I'm not going to do a point. It is going to be a very high risk of being cheesed by Protoss, so one of the first things people are going to do is look down here. I guarantee it. Or down here. If a Protoss player was on this, hell, Terran players got to look out. This do be a good proxy hatch map. How you doing, Ghost? And we are on a 2-minute delay, of course. WTG, what the game. Alright, it's going to be a Roach. Speedling all in, it looks like. Metabolic Boost did finish up. Stamina's on the way. And yeah, let's see what happens. A lot of Roaches. This is like more than the... This is a big commitment in Roaches. And against the 2-1-1, Stim's going to finish up here pretty soon. And Roaches do take a while to get across the map. Looks like he's going to make some Ravagers. This could be actually pretty good for a Terran player in a way, but just Marines usually don't do as well. I can see with enough Marines with the Medivacs and Stim, but don't think it's going to matter. Ravagers, this is going to be on the balance patch too, so it's going to take a little bit of time extra for the Ravagers to form. I think our Zerg player should have just pushed across. Ravs be damned. He could have built a couple behind it and just pushed. Overlord's going to go down. That's a big supply block for Mazon. And oh my gosh, forced third CC cancel. He is going to sniff this out in addition to push in here. Well, we don't have a tech lab on factory, and well, these supply depots are going to go. I don't know what Mazon's doing. He's going to regroup. Okay. Do like this. We're building the casual for laser lords here. As our Zerg player is pretty supply blocked. And we do have to have a boys pull with this because there's just not enough stuff for our Terran player. Or is it looking Stim? Will there be ladder Dave tonight? Maybe. I mean, I'm an ESL caster, man. It's what we do. I can't not cast this stuff forever, you know? Now, I actually wanted to cast.
Hey! Who wants to have some fun?
Gene Sim, thank you for the raid. Ghost, I've literally been dumpstering MMR anyway. I've laddered 2 times today. I hope you had a good stream, Gene Sim. Make sure you give him a follow, guys. Thank you very much for the raid. Mr. Pog Squirrel. Oh yeah. I know, Ghost, but I woke up, I streamed in the morning, I streamed in the afternoon, and I'm back with EPT, so my guess is I'm probably not gonna ladder. Honestly, my hands really hurt too, so it's cold as shit. My arthritis is acting up, so I'm probably not gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna ladder or not. Yeah, welcome everybody. Alright, we got a 3-1-1 follow-up. Pretty standard Terran stuff. He did have to have a third CC canceled. We do have some Marines for drop, not a full amount, but he's going to be able to take out the Overlord, just a bunch of Lings with pressure. This is going to be pretty safe for our Terran. Third hatch just finishing because of the committal on the very heavy Roach aggression. I do like that there's a Baneling nest here. Fortunately, no Banes are made just yet. And the Lings and Queens coming in here. Oof. And yes, I'm covering Diamond players, guys, by the way. I'm actually covering Diamond players. To start things off. Double medevac going across. And we'll see what happens. Double medevac. Little drop Reno, which was utterly denied before, but still. Usual Terran play. He's going into 2 more racks. I do like it. Got the 5 racks and 3 bases. He's mining out the gold, so he's going to take... Oh, I like this. This is cheeky. So he's going to get a little gold while he situates, and I'd like to see an orbital command center going. This drop's doing absolutely nothing. I do like that there's 2 Widow Mines in it. Oh, Widow Mine and a Marauder. Cheeky, because he did open Roaches. We do have no committal to Roaches at the moment, so that was just an intro to the game. Some scrappy trades, but nonetheless, our Zerg players having the same idea for the 4th. Marines are going to jump in. The Lings are right on top of it. Some of the Marines going to fall, but the Lings getting cleaned up ultimately. One Stem is going to go through, killing the Queen, and GG well play is called. Fixie does take it. And how you doing, Whirly Derby? So yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, I forgot I don't have to do this. Dave the Triple Threat, what's up? All right, we're going on. How you doing, Flapjack? Yep. And here we go. How you doing, CDN slot crew? And I'm going to make a little tweet about this. Ghost, I'll probably... Hey, Google. Stop Reno. All right, guys. I might have to run for a second while we get into this. I'm going to leave it right on the game. I'll do the introductions, and then we're going to have to go because I have to turn off my oven. At the least. And I got to remember about that after. All right. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Gressfan. In the green representing MiGs01. It is Fixie. And his opponent in the upper left. Give it up for MiGs01.
Who wants to have some fun?
Hey, thank you for the raid back, Florencio. He's probably going on a break ski too. Guys, make sure you give Mr. Flo a follow. Doing the EPT tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, buddy. Welcome in, Raiders. We got ourselves some Storecraft. I'm on a 2-minute delay, so I do apologize. All right, looks like we're going to have a pretty standard opener here. Guys, give me just a second. I got to go turn off that oven. Awkward timing. But yeah. Looks like it's going to be a pretty standard opener, and we're on Gressfan again. A new map. And we are on the current patch, which made some changes, guys, just so you know. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Florencio, too, after. As well. And a shout out to Gene Sim, who just raided in as well. We just started up again. Guys, make sure you follow both Florencio and Gene Sim, the Sewer Mermaid, and Mr. Pog Squirrel Lover, Gene Sim, and Kitty Lover. All right, yeah, it's standard opener this time from our Zerg. Parent player is going to be a little cautious. Looks like he's going for a Reaper expand, so we're probably going to see a 1-1-1. We'll see what happens this game. That was actually interesting to see that play out on the new map in the previous one. So, guys, bear with me. I'm going to follow probably the Reaper after. We'll see what happens. Once the Reaper pops, that's when I'll shut off my oven. And welcome Raven and everybody, Gene. Hardcore Mike, Part-Time Badass, CDN, Oh My Days, it's Whirly Derby, Renegade, and the rest of the crew. Okay, I'm going to follow this Reaper real quick, and I'll be right. Okay, totally have a Reaper getting chased by the Lings. I don't have my headphones on, but guys, I will just tell you, I went to go in here. Cheese Whiz, I'm cooking shepherd's pie. It's in the oven now. I just grabbed a Dr. Pepper too, and it totally was shaken up and just started spilling everywhere, which sucks. Totally exploded. How you doing? Anyway, Reaper's just hitting the third base, but he's going to go in for a lot of Lings. Mr. Maze on that is. I just got back, so apologize to ya here. Actually got to update the score too. And now we're back into it. I just started out, so bear with me. I didn't have enough time to cook. Yeah, I did not have enough time to cook, so this one's going to be a little scuffed. Third CC on the way for Fixie. Looks like he is going to go into Hellions, which he was planning on anyway. It's a 1-1-1 opener, as it would seem so far. These are 2 diamond players, by the way, guys. Oh, yeah, thank you, Flo. And Gene Sim. Mon ami Gene Sim. You're waiting for me to cast? I know. I'll be honest, guys. I don't know if I'm going to ladder after or not. If I do, I do. I've been playing a lot today and been playing pretty poorly for the last 3-4 days. The Dave waiting stream. That's funny, Gene Sim. Anyway, let's get into casting mode here. We got the 3-hatch opener. Both players playing standard. But guess what? It's not so much. The heavy ling aggression implied it. We got the gases going down. It's 2-base muta. We got the spine crawler going. This may be a read from how the wall is. You're usually trying to be really defensive with 2-base muta. Ooh, all the larvae getting queued up. Those injects were for nothing. The hatch is going to take some pressure. But meanwhile, there's just a lot of... Well, there is no more droning. Another queen out. Honestly, that is a lot of Hellions. But there's still enough here to defend it. Actually, let's see here. He does have 4 queens. I wouldn't hate our... Ooh, it's going to be Blue Flame Hellions. Interesting. From... Mesa. From Fixie. Fixie going into Blue Flame. The Infernal Pre-Igniter is going to finish up here soon. And that is one dead 3rd hatchery. The egg even going to die. Actually, funnily enough, if you said it here, it's rare you see Hellions killing an egg. A cocoon. And, no, I'm eating cottage pie if you're going to be picky. My girlfriend even teased me. I was using ground beef. It would be nice to have lamb, but you know what? If I was doing that, I'd make it a la Greek. With a seasoning, or a little bit. Something about using lamb, I'd always want to make something kind of Greek-esque. With this many Hellions in this late stem, with not a lot of Marines and medevacs and no missile turrets down, I don't think he has a read that this is 2-base muta. But now he does. He's going to have to drop some missile turrets. Hellions do not shoot up, folks. And this could be pretty spicy. So I'm just going to say, also with the food thing, what I ended up doing, guys, I got a little crafty. We do have 3 missile turrets in production. We do have window memes in production as well. He didn't swap it over to a reactor tech lab. Actually, we have a little bit of... Wait, he went double factory. This was not a 1-1-1 build. I'm sorry, guys. Just getting back in. This is kind of cool from our Terran player. Again, I was just a little bit away. Widow mines and missile turrets are what you need. I do like the placement, but great muta micro. Our Terran player is reacting well, but look at that micro of the mutas. That's exactly what you want to do. He doesn't want to take too hard of it in the missile turrets, to say the least. It's not a lot of mutas. He probably should get some more, but excellent micro nonetheless. He's picking up what he can, and it's all the gas, which ultimately will help out a bit. Hellions getting chased down by 1 muta. The drones are still over here. That's hilarious. So, a literal 2-base muta. Our Zerg player is stuck on 2 bases. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, you know. Anyway. Ahoy, Whirly Derby and Tater Tutor and the gang. I gotta stop that. We're just starting up, so I'm just saying my hellos for right now. Because my brain is not there. Oh, the drones are scouted! And they're totally left alone. So guys, something funny to know, like I mentioned earlier, Mazon, actually a diamond player, beat Solar. He took a game off of him in some very cheesy, creative, fun way. I can't remember. I wish I could tell you what he did, but it was a ZBZ, and it was extra cheesy, and it worked out well. Oh man, these mutas, they had such good control before, but most of them get shreked. Our Zerg triple expanding behind it. And this is why we followed the diamond players first, guys. Because it's like, it's not a build. Double factory 1-1. Double factory 5-Rex starport. Very wild play from Fixie. Alright, we do have these hatcheries finishing up in tandem. Pretty much. It's a little delay, but they all started at the same time. Because our Zerg player was building nothing in production, if you saw for a while. Which, in his weird way, could be okay, but we don't have a lot of mutas. These Hellions need to be dealt with. Mutas. We have the tools, we have the power, but we're not going to try to get them. Lings are just going to get disintegrated by the Hellions, but that said, let's take a look at the upgrades. It's +1 melee, 2 infantry weapons and armor +1 with combat shields, flyer attacks, and carapace coming with melee +2. Kind of a little bit of a desynchronized upgrade pattern, but does check out, all things considered. Hekians, exactly. He has Hekians, but he doesn't have an armory, so he can't make Hek bats. So fun fact, for those of you new to the game, you need an armory to change your Hellions into Hellbats, or just straight out produce them. But usually you're going to build Hellions first and just change form to Hellbats. Oh no, the Widowmine kills one of the mutas, damaging another. And there's just too many missile turrets right there. He's going to go try to get more damage again. Our Terran player totally not using those 2 gases after those workers were done, so some good work by Mazon. That said, there's not a lot to defend back home for our Zerg player. He does not have any Banelings. Does he even have a... No, he never got a Baneling nest. Usually you want a Baneling nest with 2 base muta, and this is why. This is going to be Lings and mutas and some queens. That is not going to be enough to deal with this. So many Widow Mines here. He has to be really careful. Oh, God. I think this is going to be a quick 2-0 for Fixie. Unfortunately, there are some extra hatches. There are some hopes and dreams, but I think they're about to be shattered in our first series. But some pretty good plays from both these guys, especially considering they're diamond players still. Oh, GG, well played is called. Mazon's losing with class, and Fixie is going to advance. And, yeah. Glad to hear everybody's doing good in chat. Sorry I didn't address everybody. Miseries, too. Welcome, 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 everybody, everybody. Alright, GG. So, Fixie 2, Mazon 0. Let me report that. $157. Max packs? Okay. It's Fixie We're going to get Fixie versus Max packs versus Fixie. Here we go. We got a diamond player versus max packs. Nothing could go wrong here. We're going to stay on series. Mason Madman, what'd you try? Man. Max Pax is apparently a Diamond 1 border. Wait, he's played Zerg on NA? Look at this. I just had to show you guys. This is pretty funny. $49.95 with a Diamond 1 border with a Kaczynski portrait on NA. Nobody's looking at the bracket? What did you try? Alright, guys. We got games to cover. Reza. All right, we'll see what we have here coming up. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh boy. I went on to a PvP side consequently, but that's all right. Yeah, it's a Dr. Pepper. I was saying earlier, it fucking exploded on me. It was like shook up somehow because I moved it. I moved them earlier and totally exploded everywhere, so it's all sticky. So now we got our first pro player of the night. The man, the myth, the Max Pax. Against our Diamond Terran player, Mr. Fixie. Who is 3.71 MMR. You thought, oh, it's you. Hi, everyone. That was Mason Mandan is Mazon. What's up is we're waiting for these guys to start. Max Packs needed a couple minutes. Mason Mandan was Mazon, who we just casted, who fought Fixie.
Hey, who wants to have
Hey.
some fun?
It's Mr. Disc. A shout out to my boy Disc from French Canada. I know you guys hate hearing that. Gene Sim's gonna be mauling at me. Disc, I enjoyed your stream earlier today. We're just waiting for Mr. Maximus Paximus. I know everybody's been waiting for a little bit, but we're about to start here very shortly. How you guys doing? Thank you again, Disc. I appreciate the heck out of you, bud. My man. All right, here we go, guys. We have our first pro player on this side of the evening. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon, one of the new shiny maps. I just played on this one earlier. It is Max Pax in the red from Psystorm Gaming. And his green Terran opponent in the upper left. Give it up for Mr. Fixie, representing a Mig's team. I'm assuming that's Vindicta. Max Pax going for a low ground in this map. Very cheeky. Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm really liking the grass, and I apologize that it's not on the ultra settings or whatever. But we're trying to smooth things up for the stream. And Max Pax is going to go out for a little bit of a scout here for a momento. Barracks just dropping down. We do have the gas first from our Terran player. And it is just going to be a pretty standard opener for Max Pax. Otherwise, I do like the cheeky low ground for Max. He may go for a Zealot. It looks like he is going to chrono for a Zealot. And that's one of the things for... It could just be an Adept, but I think that may be a Zealot from Max Pax. Oh, I know Gene Sim. I'm only teasing you. All right, anyway. Let's see what happens. Probe's going to go out. It is going to be a Max Pax Zealot without a proxy, though. You know I'm all about that Zealot rally. Princeton University. I don't have the bot enabled, guys, by the way. And I do believe I have TTS disabled, too. Just a heads up. This is going to be a Marine opener. Everything's fully scouted by Max Pax. Just the cheeky early gas factory before a CC. Little like a TVT opener, but no overcommittal to the double gas. Because you don't really need it to get the if you open with a Marine. But it looks like he is going to go probably into Hellions. If that's the case, Max Pax kind of set up for it. He could just drop another gate. He could full wall this with minerals if need be. But he is going to go with the... Well, yeah. Thought he had an Adept in production, then changed it to Stalker. He's going to go just push across the map with the Zealot. And the low ground CC is going to have to be canceled more than likely with the Max Pax Zealot. That's right, folks. He is taking him to Princeton. Original recipe style. And that is... Okay, I was like, is that going to be a bunker over there? I'm like, what the deuce? It's just one Zealot. Fixie thinks he may be getting cheese, but it's really just his Zealot and his Stalker now. Stalker coming out. Gonna go pressure the Marine. Take that out. Gonna do a little damage to the Hellion as the Zealot goes ham. Absolutely ham. Oh, does Max Pax almost gets a kill? Not quite on the Hellion. On that. He's going into a Twilight console behind this. But realistically, it's, you know, we can see that up here in the production tab. If you guys are wondering, Zealot is sacrificed to buy some more time. We do have a Widowmine follow-up. Starport is on the way. And the CC is just not going to be completed. We didn't cancel it. See, when this happens, Terran players, you're better off, if this much time's passed, you're literally better off canceling the CC and just restarting it. Because what happens is, your Protoss opponent is just going to kill more time, and you could have a CC made. It only costs you 100 minerals. Oh, yeah. Only costs you 100 minerals to cancel. And, oh, Hellion is going to be cleaned up. These Stalkers are going to be disintegrated, but Max Pack still. Let's take a look at the traits. 2 Zealots and a Stalker. 4. It's actually pretty close in trades, but the damage dealt to that CC not going down is huge. So the income advantage is going to be massively in favor of Max Packs, who is posturing to take a 3rd base. Going into Blink. Widowmine drop, be darned. And, well, nothing we could have done better here. We got a lot of lazy workers on that Hellion. And I don't know what's going on here otherwise. Okay, now they're going to go back to work. Wasn't so sure. Medevac's going to come out. It's going to be a 4. Widowmine drop. No cheeky armory or anything because of everything that was dealt. So, realistically, that cost our Terran player a ton more. Or Hellion's going to pressure out. Again, this is a Diamond player versus Max Packs. And Stalkers are going to see this, but they're not Max Packs. He's just ignoring them. He's like, whatever, dude. You try to get in here. We got more Stalkers, where that's coming from. And with that said, do we have the Widowmine drop going out? No, just Hellions. Oh, no, the Widowmines are behind it. Okay, that is a really weird little drop, but still, you got to hand it to this guy. He's going into a spot that could have been game-ending. Max Packs did blink before. Oh, no, he didn't. And meanwhile, all these Stalkers are going to pressure this, getting a kill on the orbital, and GG is called. Max Packs takes it. Still, he held up for 5 minutes and 37 seconds on game number 1. Not too bad for our Diamond Terran player from the Americas against the Prince of Denmark. All right, we'll be going into it again. Well, we'll be going into game 2 soon, I think. You guys just need a minute. We'll see what's happening. And if you guys want to check on the bracket, it's !B. It's some of you have been using. We do have an interesting lineup tonight. We do have for, we got Slayer's MVP, Cyril, Fork, nice, Max Packs, Hero Marine, Stephen Curry, Golden, Vindicta, Rattata, the Zerglord, Solar, it looks like, Creator, Disrespect, my boy Gref, Nightmare, Upsea, 3-point, Skillless, Pig, my boy Filibuster. There's a lot of friendos in here. Santa Claus, Estrella's in. Ooh, Estrella's in tonight. And we have Skillless, if I didn't mention him. Very cool stuff. Lots of good games. And anyway, we're moving on to game number 2. This time it's on Dragon Scales. Yet another new map. And again, this is on the current balance change. That they actually increased the Disruptor Nova a little bit and did rework the Hydra so they're a little less zippy. Anyway, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Dragon Scales, as I said, is our Green Terran player back at it again. Give it up for Fixie. And his opponent at the bottom right, representing Psystorm Gaming in the red. Give it up for Maximus Paximus, our Protoss Denmark Warlord. All right, that said, Fixie going for a proxy Rax right off the bat. Kind of spicy. Let's see if Max Pack scouts it right off the rip. He's not looking around for proxies right now. It's a brand new map. Don't hate it. And you can see where all the players are looking around. Look at Max Pax is setting all his camera locations, bouncing around. Pretty cool stuff. Max Pax is going to scout this out and see there is no barracks. And he's going to see the double gas, so he's going to know it's a 1-1-1 with a proxy Reaper. Most likely. It is an NA Diamond Terran player, so who knows? No rally point yet on the barracks. And Mr. Terran, Mr. Fixie here, is going to go into a Reaper. Max Pax getting his Zealot out, going to chrono across the map. And there's no wall yet to hold this up. Another similar setup for Max Pax. We are going to have the bunker go immediately down, but there is a Zealot right here. Max Pax may change his pathing. Oh, he is. In a way, that could work out for Fixie. Even if nothing else. Doesn't quite know the location. I think that does leave an area. Yeah, there's a gap. Pretty sure there's a gap. Oh. He's trying to micro against Max Pax. It's not going to work out. Whoa, doing about as good as he can. RNG's is working in his favor, but he might want to cancel this. He is certainly going to want to cancel this. He's going to leave it for the moment. He is going to keep Max Pax back on the other side of the map with that, however, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Actually, decent micro from Fixie. He does cancel. He's putting a hurting on the Zealot at least. He could have went into the mineral line before. Now Max Pax is going to have a shield battery. It's going to be Proxy Marauder? What the deuce? This is a full NA build. We're going full NA, baby, and I don't hate it. Being that Max Pax is opening with the stock. Oh, no, the Reaper Grenade kind of helps Max Pax a little bit. And Max Pax is going to disengage for a little. First Marauder's out. Concussive Shell is on the way. The Zealot's going to be coming. The Probe still living a little bit. See a Hellion. And the Starport coming behind it. Well, Reaper does survive too, so the Stalker, 2 Stalkers, and Zealot are going to push across the map. It is going to be a Twilight opener again from Max Pax. He's been doing that a lot lately from when I cover him. And, yeah. Fixie's bringing in some pretty cool play here, though, but why isn't he pushing across with it? He should be pushing with those Marauders. He's nothing to defend. He should go attack. You could have actually sent him right into this, because the Marauders would be pretty good against everything with Concussive Shell. Starport's going to finish up, by the way, but that is one dead supply depot. Fixie finally going to push across with a damaged Hellion. 3 Marauders, another Widowmine in production, and Medevac. Supply depot is going to fall, but leaving him supply block. Max Pax did recall. The might of NA. That Zealot's going to be a bit of a problem with the probes. It is only 3 Marauders. Medevac's going to be out, though. Medevac, Widowmine, Marauders. I'd like to see an armory behind this. Let's go full NA. But we've forgotten to build a supply depot. We're on 28 out of 23 supply. To quote Ghost, nothing we can do better here. All right. No, I'm just joking. It's a diamond player. I got to behave in EPTs a little better when I do them. So, let's see what gets done over here. Widowmine, Hellions, and Marauders pushing in here. Oh, no. Widowmine causes some heavy friendly fire. And that is not what we're hoping for. Again, an armory would have made this... Actually, an armory would have made this deadly against Max Pax, because Cloaky Boy Widowmines... Oh, well, he just drops it in time. 1 Marauder saved, but that's just not enough. He had that Zealot. GG, well played. Good luck is called Max Pax. Gonna take it down. You lost the Cham 02, Gref. Welcome, Gref. We got to see about getting you a VPN, Gref. I was talking about that. I guess, I think Korean players do that too, or some people. Even, you know, some European players as well. I'm sorry, Gref. Based Gref. The cannon rusher extraordinaire. Hey, did you have fun? That's the important part, Gref, but I know you stay up really late for this. It's okay, bud. Alright, see what we have. Well played by Fixie. And let's take a look at the bracket. What do we have going on? Sorry for loss again, Griff. Very well done by Fixie, nonetheless, though. He's playing quite a bit above his league at 3.7K Terran from the Americas against Maximus Paximus. It is Allegiance. Elegance. Let me spell it how he does. Max Pax versus Elegance. Not familiar with Elegance. Oh, never mind. We're going to do... Oh. It's Hup versus... Hup Sam versus Nightmare. Chicken Man in the house. We're going to be doing Hupsea versus game 2 of it. Nightmare. Oh man, Hupsea, you killing me, bro. I thought it was you, Griff. I wonder if that would actually fix it a bit with a VPN, though, Griff. If you used a server that was like US East, like New York or something as a location.
Giddy up.
Thanks for the follow, Serious Froggy. Do appreciate it. Thank you, Serious Froggy. All right, we're going into game number 2. Hupsea is down a point. This time we're going on to altitude. And for those of you who were on my stream earlier, I can't remember if Wootsicle and I were playing on this or Finesse, but spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of altitude, give it up for Mr. Hupsea from Psystorm Gaming in the green. And funnily enough, in the red, representing Team GP, give it up for Nightmare. Little Protoss versus Protoss. I love this snow map. This is kind of cool. It's got the snowflakes going down. Some of these maps do have some great visuals. I hope you guys are enjoying them too. Remains to be seen how much. I don't know about you guys. I like them in the ladder pool, but visually, there's a lot of really cool looking ones and some neat ideas. So in this map, in order to take the gold bases, Woodsicle pointed out earlier, you can actually destroy these El Naga watchtowers. And we are on the updated patch. Yeah, have a good night, Gref. Absolutely. Have a good night, bud, and better luck next time, buddy. Cham is a tough guy to cannon rush. Nightmare's not liking the balance changes so far. Apparently, that's why I was bringing it up. That's pretty funny. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, little probe Perazmataz. Nightmare looks like he's going to get a block. Hupsea is going to get that Zealot out, though. He's not going to cancel it. Definitely going to be a pylon here. Hup going for the one gate. Yeah, is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Hup has the 400 minerals. What's he doing? Hup, you can take that Nexus. You're clearly going to do it.
Am I? Or am I
Aranek,
so sane that you just blew your
thank
mind?
you for the 5 gifted subs, my guy.
Subscribed.
What a legend. Thank you, thank you.
Am I? Or am I so sane that you just blew your mind?
5 gifted
Grace
subs.
94 just subscribed.
And Gref got one too. My boy Gref got one. Let's
I?
go.
Or am I so sane that you just blew your mind?
Thank you, buddy.
Balrog Revenge just subscribed.
And Space, I do have the TTS disabled for
or am I
ESL.
so sane that you just blew your mind?
BL4NK 444
Serious
just
Frog, he's like,
subscribed.
where's mine? Well, you can always sub.
Or am I so
Feels
sane
bad,
that
man.
you just blew your
Character
mind?
got one. Nice.
Character_R
Thank
just
you so much,
subscribed.
Aaron Anek. Guys, make sure you give Aaron Anek a follow. He does some minor tournament casting with Vulcan Cup and some other events.
Serious
And his
Froggy
Star
just
Chat Weekly.
subscribed.
He's a good dude. Thank you so much, brother. Oh, this is Character's map too? I didn't realize Character made this map too. Oh yeah, I do remember he did make this map. I was reading his thing on Twitter. Very cool stuff. I gotta get back in touch with that kid. Character and I go way back. Oh, Hupsea not canceling. He could have Warp Gate faster. Why? Why? That'd be one more gate he would have. Hup playing extra greedy, and it is gonna be a 4-gate from Nightmare. Not just any 4-gate, but a Nightmare 4-gate. Hup is still building probes. Nightmare going into 4-gate. Blink at that on one base. Immortal is on the way. We got Big Daddy Immortal. Just 2 gates in production, but a robo. He is going to build another gate in the wall. Try to buy some time. Funnily enough, though, with the Sentry. What's the Blink's done? We know what's going to happen. We're going to have a hallucination into the main base. No Scouter pylons here. So Hup is actually kind of crapping himself a bit. He's going to beeline around the side, see what happens. Nightmare going to take a base behind us. Hup is getting an observer. Could be a little useful. Another gate going down as well. Well, that's the one in the front. And that's about it. Nightmare's just posturing. He's going to get some more warpins. And Hup is going to get a scout. He's going to see the Twilight. He knows it's going to be Blink. There's the hallucinated Phoenix. Going in. Hup should be aware of what this is. Oh, it's a Jip 8. A lot of aggress in the front. Hallucination was cast. Shield battery is going to be used here. Force field's going to be helpful, but guess what? Big Daddy Immortal is not going to be too helpful right here. There's going to be one of Hup's gates. Force field's kind of working with and against Hupsea. Hupsea going into a Twilight of his own, however. And, yeah. That was a beautiful blink, and the Big Daddy Immortal is taken down. Probes are forced up. Battery overcharge is available, but there's few units, and the probes can't mineral walk their way through shit over there, unfortunately. Probe's gonna get some good damage done. Battery overcharge is gonna run out soon. It is the patch, so it is 150% shield. It's not quite as good as normal. Okay, so Hup was doing this possibly to test this out a little bit too. If I was to guess, he was going to test the battery overcharge nerf, which it was nerfed directly. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. 15 workers going to fall. It's not looking good for Hup, and I forgot to update the score before. Oops, sorry about that. What the hell? Just realized we forgot to update the score when I started. And yeah, Hup is down a base. Nightmare taking one behind us. Hup's trying to hang on for dear life. But there's just so many stalkers. It's a 34 to 15 army supply lead. No battery overcharge. Another immortal's going to come, but it don't matter. These stalkers are just in such high numbers. Not much he can do here. GG, of course. One base all in. Every game. Yep, that's what happens. Because battery nerf. Yep. Thank you so much, Aaron and Eck. Bad job, Dave. Z-Hest. Fake Zest. All right, so we're going to go on to what I was hoping to cover, I think. Max Packs is still not in. Max Packs for... And Mana Chickens is in. I'm trying to twist his arm. Oh, okay. Graph spreading lies. All right, guys. Let's see what we got here. One base all in. Let's see. We're going Estrella versus Pig. We got a little issue. Estrella versus Pig. We'll be going into game number 1 on the Australian servers, mate. And they're both playing random to make things spicy. It's Pig and Estrella random. Should be spicy. Yeah, this is going to be funny. Random versus random, guys. Neo Humanity. And let's go on to game number 1. All right, it's a TVT, folks. Spotting in the bottom right-hand corner. Yes, he plays random, but his main is Zerg. In the blue, give it up for Mr. Australia himself. It is the Pig. And his opponent in the upper left, to give it up for the true Captain America. He got Terran as well. Give it up for the NA Protoss Savior, Estrella, Max Angel. This is going to be a bangerino. Neither player knows the race. So it's going to be extra cheeky. I'm sure Pig convinced Estrella to it. They had a gentleman's agreement. They're both having some fun. Up in the ante. I've never seen Estrella play Terran. Kind of curious to see how this goes out. All right. Pig with the scout. Special would be proud of Pig right now. Estrella not going double gas, though. Neither player going double gas.
Giddy up.
Very interesting stuff. Thanks for the follow, Chico Beastie. All right. Preacher, what up? Oh, Estrella let him do the Australian server. Nice, nice. Ah, the sprays. Beautiful stuff. Oh, and Estrella working his Korean in. Oh, look at this. The SCV Wars. Estrella actually wins this fight. If you look, he did get first blood. Pig's trying to debate him so he can get another hit. Estrella not sending another SCV. Neither player. See, the thing is with both of them, in TVT, it's pretty standard to go double gas and go into a barracks factory. But Pig does have the upper hand slightly, considering they both open like this. You can see even Estrella is a little behind, but that's too funny. I love Estrella's... I think... Which one had the question mark, actually? Huh? Was that Pig? The Protoss one? Anyway, Reaper is out for Estrella. Pig open with the Marine. Very weird stuff from Pig. Going right into Marine production. And then going to the factory. He may go into Hellions. He might just go for a tech lab. We'll see. Not really sure what Pig's doing. Estrella does get a little delay on the CC. Just for a little bit does allow him to catch up. Actually, a pretty good amount. So Estrella's pretty much caught up on the CC consequently. Factory looks like it's going to finish for Pig quite a bit earlier. So he has the reactor. He has the factory. That did really mess with Estrella a little bit, but Estrella was going for double Reapers. Why? The Reapers can actually do pretty well against this. Just have to be careful against the Marines. They can go up the Reaper cliff, however. The Marines are debated away. Come on, Estrella. Oh, no. Oh, he's going to make his way in. 2 Marines are going to greet the Reapers. The Hellion is out, and he has to be really careful to keep these guys alive. Estrella going into a Hellion, playing a little more standard TVT. Double Reaper Hellion. He's going the Reapers and Hellions build. This is more of a pretty standard TVT build. Pig doing Pig things. Oh my God. Welcome, Preacher, by the way. And Chico Beastie 21. Tech Lab going down. And for, yeah, Pig. I mean, it's not totally crazy what Pig's doing. You know, you're always going into bio, going double Tech Lab. He's going to have Cyclones and Ravens probably, unless Pig decides to go into Hyperflight Rotor Banshees, which would be something Pig would do for testing the patch. Yeah, he's going to go into a Raven. The Ravens have been reworked for the patch, of course. Now 150 to build. They build a little quicker. They start with 75 energy, but consequently the auto turrets do cost 75 energy. So the first auto turret's still available, but after every one is sequentially a little later. So they're kind of nerfed, but it leads to an interesting game in TBT. So we do have a Cyclone out as well. The Marines, Raven, and everything means Estrella is going to probably want to be careful here. He can make his way up the ramp, but it will be scouted if he does, at least with the Reapers. We got our first Raven coming out from Estrella, going double starport. What a Chad. Let's be real here, guys. Estrella actually is a Chad, but, you know, it is what it is. Pig does have a siege tank down. I actually kind of like Pig's position, but Estrella going double starport. Is he going to go into... He might actually do it. I think Estrella may be thinking of going into... He's going to get more Ravens out at first, but he may go into the Hyperflight Rotor Banshees. On TBT, a lot of people have been talking about it. Ooh, auto turret does catch 2 workers, but that's about it from Pig. Don't know how much of a scout he got. Let's take a look into Pig's camera. So he did scout the double starport, which is a pretty big read. Pig going into tanks. Is this going to be mass Ravens? Are we watching Ketrock? I just played Ketrock 3 times the other day. I did beat him 2 of the 3 times. Mostly from knowing... I anticipated who it was after. Even though he's a barcode. But this is reminding me of OG Ketrock stuff. He's going... Oh my gosh, Estrella going into Infernal Pre-Igniters. So he's going to Hellions... Hellions and Ravens. Interesting stuff. Oh no, Raven's gonna take a lot of damage. The Cyclone's still gonna see it, but oh, they're going into the slow field. Don't like to see that. It's the Raven Wars. Oh, one is very badly injured. Pig does land one. Auto turrets are getting dropped everywhere. Hellions engaging the tanks. Estrella losing a lot of Ravens. It looks like, oh, he's got more for days. But you need more Ravens because the auto turrets, well, they take quite a long time to regain the energy for them now. All right, let's see what happens here. Stim is on the way for Mr. Pigman. Army supply looking in favor of Estrella, but the composition's a little strange. Again, Infernal Pre-Igniters. I'd call this Battle Mech, but... oh my gosh, yeah, it is playing mech. Estrella's playing a very cheeky form of mech here. No armory. Against Marine Tank. Now, Pig could be going into Vikings. And I really wouldn't hate to see that, too. Though there are going to be a lot of Ravens. Some of them have been destroyed. Let's take a look at the trades. Pig's traded more efficiently. Both players on 3cc, but Pig's hasn't been down as long as Estrella. Estrella macroing pretty well. Pig going in with a nasty tank drop. Getting beautiful tank positioning on this map. Oh, wow. Something about this map. You can actually get in right on top of the net from the gold base. That's actually cheeky. No, I say gold base, but the outcrop there. But Ravens coming in. Interference matrix activated. Only one tank stands. Auto turrets casted. Another interference matrix casted. And will these tanks go down? It's comical to see the Blue Flame Hellions not kill the tanks because of their armored attributes. Vikings getting shot down. The tanks are going to... Yeah, all the Hellions get cleaned the hell up. Estrella, you mad lad. He's going into an armory just now, but well, double armory, but Pig is going to shut this down a little bit. Spicy, spicy game. Oh, man. Pig going to ferry up the Cyclone. For this reason, I think, to get on top of the Ravens. Oh, no, the Ravens just can't get there in time. Auto turret's trying to go down, but the tanks are going to clean them right the hell up. And there's 2 Marines here, too. Estrella looks like he's in a lot of trouble. Pig is going for a 4th CC behind this. 25 workers falling for Max Angel. Pig even getting an auto turret over here. It looked like it was an auto turret. He might have landed a Viking, actually. Smartly, Estrella going to pick up his 3rd base, but he looks like he's in a lot of trouble. It is 58 to 62 workers, though, so Estrella didn't lose too many. Pig going into concussive shells, but Estrella's not able to mine out this natural. It takes him forever to get auto turrets. Estrella is going to chase down these tanks. Blue Flame Hellions continuing to tickle the tanks. And, oh man, I really hate slow field zones. Already, I'm like vocalizing my opinion. Seems like a cool map. But I don't know. I've never been a big fan of those slow field zones. I don't know about you guys. GG. Pig takes game number 1 off of Estrella. Very cool stuff. Very well done by Pig. What did I just witness? Estrella, I'm even hard. Also, guys, now that I see Pig here, I have to... I'm going to mention that I have something for him. For his Discord after. When Dave submits the... Yeah, they can be interesting, but I'm not really a big fan. We had a little bit of an issue here. Okay, there we go.
Giddy up.
Thanks for the follow, 413 Huggles. Pig is playing random, and Estrella also is random. I have a feeling we'll be seeing Estrella Protoss on NA West Game 2. The random versus random. Estrella has decided to go random again. Let's go. He didn't have to, but guess what? This is the tables have turned in this one. You guys ready for some spicy StarCraft? I don't know how this is gonna go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon, one of the new maps, this shiny one. In the blue, it is Pig. Estrella, I'll give an extra hug if you tell me your race. Nope. And his opponent in the upper left representing Alpha X. Give it up for our red Zerg player. He is the NA Protoss GOAT. It is Estrella. Estrella is Zerg. He might be in trouble. Pig's been doing his Protoss bronze to GM series recently. Ah, man. Pig may get a 2-0 here. Estrella's like giving him the thing, and Pig's like, I'm not telling you my race. You voted for random. I'm going random. Pig is not Cannon Rush. He is kind of an honorable Protoss player. My God, guys, this is beautiful. My man Pig and my man Estrella doing some cheeky stuff tonight, both of them. But that is a bold move of Estrella. Estrella's gonna be like, oh crap, he's Protoss. Same time, Estrella may actually practice some Zerg. This is probably some of the coolest StarCraft I've had for I never would have imagined to catch Pig and Estrella playing a TBT. Alrighty. God damn. Alrighty. Drone going down to the net. Pig gonna be annoying with this little probe. Oh, Estrella. That's gonna mess with his gas mining. He should have probably pulled one off the minerals. Either way, Estrella's pulling off anyways. He's just leaving one on. He's playing a macro game. Wants to get a third. Pig is just getting his natural. About to finish. Adept gonna be chronoed across the map. Kind of a cheeky, so really weird map for Wallen, it looks like. Nothing too crazy, but I think Pig's already been doing a little research on the maps it was seen. It's going to be a little bit late of a third from Estrella, and it takes him a while to meander down. He's deciding to take the 9 o'clock position base. This is going to be some good shit. Probe is recalled. Wow, Pig really wanted to keep that probe alive. Man. Pig going into a Stargate opener. He might be going for the hero build. We'll see. Something similar, if not. Estrella being cheeky with these. Look at how he's hiding these lings. He wants to wait. Estrella, do it. He needs to go now. He can see this. He can get the 2 lings in and get some damage and debate Pig. He's not reacting. He could have went before the... Oh, man. He's doing it to deny the third, but still, nonetheless, is not going to be able to do so. All right, that's it. Adept's going to shade in, and bada bing, bada boom. Adept makes his way in. Estrella debates him, actually clean it up, loses some mining time, but loses nothing. Estrella does get the 2 lings in, but he had an opportunity to go in unscathed and probably pick off a couple probes potentially and force some lost mining time earlier. That said, it was a little later. Still, not too bad for Mr. Max Angel. He's going into metabolic boost, getting an Evo chamber, getting a spore in each base. Never seen Estrella Zerg either, so this is a definitely special matchup. Oracle is... Oh, man. Pig almost loses the Oracle. Does get 2 drones. So, very well done by Pig keeping it alive, but it is almost dead. He's only going to go for the 1 Oracle, actually, so it is not the hero build, per se. Oh, no, never mind. He did get another one. So, just the 2 Oracle openers so far. Pig going for not really that fast of a third base from how things played out. The Zerglings getting in, probably disjoining him, etc. But again, these guys are not playing their main races. I really don't know what Estrella Zerg is. Oracle's going to provide some high ground vision. Supply blocking Estrella. Yeah, it is 1 dead Overlord. We do have 3 in production for Estrella. He's going into melee. Plus 1 Pig going for the Forge. Twilight Council. He could be going Blinky Boys. And the Oracle does get 2 more drones. However, it is getting ever closer to falling. And if he is going into Blink Stalkers, which it would appear to be the case from Pig, he's not sat. Okay, now he's just saturating his 2 gases. We'll see what happens. Oracle going to get some pressure into the main base. Oh, Overlord taking a lot of damage as well. We'll see what happens. 2 very battered Oracles, I should say. Pig's going to have to be extra careful with them if they go to do anything too silly or daring, especially on creep. And mind you, creep tumors have been nerfed in this patch. So creep does not spread as quickly in the early game, especially where it's more impactful. Could be a problem. Ooh, queen's not quite in position. Oracles are scouted. Robotics facility follow-up for Pig. He is going to have +1 in Blink. But he might go into Blink Stalker Disruptor. No one, Mr. Piggy. Does have a Baneling Nest on the way. Estrella, losing a couple Overlords. He's severely supply blocked. Don't like to see that. He is going for a macro hatch, though, with this. It's a lot of pressure going down for Estrella. The supply block couldn't have come at a worse time. Estrella does have 33 army supply, but it's mostly tied up in Queens. Queens don't have a transfuse available, looks like. No, now they do. Well, I guess he did. He just wasn't paying attention for a second. And one of the full energy Queens is going to be damaged. He does clean up a few Stalkers, but that said, a nice Ling run by. Was it a Bane Bust? Wow, Estrella trading very efficiently. But he's going to lose all of his Lings. Oh, no. Yeah, still, I think that was worth it. A beautiful Ling run by from Estrella. He's going to get more damage dealt. The Lees force some lost mining time. And, well, yeah, these are +1 Lings, so they do extra damage to the Proby boys. Centrifugal Hooks is on the way from Estrella a little later, but he's going into +2 melee, which is extra nice. So Estrella's getting some good value, though. Pig not able to take a 4th base for a while. It is 49 to 83 workers. Estrella probably could try to take a 5th base. I wouldn't hate if he did one down here. Okay, he is going to. But Pig may be pushing from that position. Charge is just now started. +2 on the way for Pig as well. So these are slow zealots. And Centrifugal Hooks did complete. That is Baneling speed. To those of you who don't know, man, Estrella making some quick moves for old man Dave here today. Being a little slow as usual, you know. But yeah, we're going to have the Infestation Pit going down for Estrella, going for another Evo. I really wouldn't hate to see him do a Lurker transition. There's the Robo Bay. Second Robotics Facility. Pig is going to go into Blink Stalker Disruptor. And he is getting a 4th on the way here. Estrella is not going to see this just yet. There is an Adept in the wall. Oh, there's a big bunch of army, honestly. Estrella says, heck with it. We're going to go right after these probes. The Oracles are out, however. He really wants to get this. Probes getting recalled. Baneling Bust does connect on 11 workers. Pig down to 50 workers now. He does have a 4th base. Little Ling pressure on the side is going to distract Pig for a second. But he's ultimately going to go clean it up. 80 to 50 workers. Estrella with the 5th hatch on the way. But Pig is able to get a 4th. Still at what cost? He's still teching up. He's still getting the units. But Estrella's going to keep that pressure on as he can. Estrella going for a 6 base as well. I do like that. He has a macro hatch. He's at a nice drone count. Is dropping some more static. He's going into a hive. And he's going into Carapace as well. I was expecting ranged attacks. Estrella knows what he's doing. But man, some very good plays. Pigs, Protoss is honestly pretty good. Truth be told. We will see what happens here. Oracle. Oh no, not Oracle. It's a attempted charge lot drop. Which, what the hell? That is some strange micro. Wow, War Prism narrowly surviving. So just a queen would be a lot of trouble for Pig with that. That said, there's a lot of Lings coming down. They're very powerful. Estrella needs to remember Adrenal Glands. Okay, Pig's going into Colossi because he sees this as his pure Ling Bane. And Colossi are quite good in this comp. However, the melee and Carapace stacking up still going to be pretty good. He is going to need something else. Adrenal Glands is on the way with that said. So Estrella looking pretty good there. Does have the massive army supply lead in addition to the economy and production. I mean, Pig's production's pretty good, but he lost his 4th base. Estrella looks like he wants blood. He's giving Pig the random challenge again. But he is just going to do it. Man, Estrella flexing as a Zerg player. He knows what gets under Protoss' skin. GG, well played is called. Estrella takes game 2 in a ZVP swap arena from both players is random. Very well done by... Spicy games. Let's heck and go, gamers. How you doing, Pattern Wreck? Well, we weren't getting too far to the tech tree for Mr. Pig. Stray, I just took him down to Kirktown. Very cool stuff. As we wait for our game number 3. I just realized, like, other than being a mess, probably should have this stuff off of, That's a lot of little fuckers, true. All with pure Ling Bane, Estrella takes it. Very cool stuff. If you guys want to see it from Pig's perspective, he is also on a delay because he'll be commentating at some point here in the tournament. That was some wild stuff. Four-time badass giving us this. Let's see, did we get another random versus random?
Giddy up.
Thanks for the follow, Darius0410. Very cool stuff. Random versus random. Peg's expecting a PVT. Hey, thanks for the follow, Razul and Darius. Disruptors would have been nice, but against pure Ling Bane, I think fast. If Pig had the read on that to get into faster Colossus or Archons, you really need like Archons and Colossi against that. Truthfully, he did get the Colossi, but they were so late. All right, this is match point, folks. And spawning in the upper right-hand corner. Oh, my God. Pig called it, but not in the way he thought. Pig thought he'd be getting hacked. He is our blue Protoss player in this random versus random. It is Pig, the Baconator himself. And his opponent in the bottom left, representing Alpha X, I think he got the short end of the stick here. It is Estrella getting the off race at Terran, which it seems like is not his best race, but we'll see if he can do it. Again, Pig's been doing a lot here. W only, how you doing, my friend? But thank you guys for the follow, Darius and Razul. All right, with that said, we'll see what is happening here. Pig going for a pretty casual scout. He's going double gas. In a 1-gate? Oh, he made a mistake. I think Pig didn't intend to do that. Pig is forgetting the matchup. Maybe he just got a little distracted. He's reading chat or something. And, oof. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. No bot and TTS for the cast. I'm going to be doing this regularly. Unless I'm feeling a little cheekier. I'm just needing a little pick-me-up in the cast. It just gets to be too much for casting. When I'm doing EPTs and stuff, I want better YouTube VODs. And this will keep me on point a little more to try to do a little better, but we're a little under the weather today. All right, that said, CC's going down, and, well, yeah. The Reaper going out. We're going to have a supply depot going down here for Mr. Estrella. A supply depot. Pig getting his second gas, another pylon in the mineral line. Strata is gonna... Yeah, he has a Reaper out. So is a Reaper opener. Not doing anything too crazy. Surprised he didn't go for, like, a double gas cheeky full NA build. But Estrella's a gentleman and a scholar. We saw him play mech and TBT, or try to. Very strange mech. Can Estrella get some value? The shield battery's not quite done. The Adept's not quite out. Pig's going to have to micro hard here. Estrella is going to go for the kill. Does get a probe, which is to be expected. Forcing a lot of lost mining time from Pig, however. But that Adept is out. It is going to be a Stargate opener. Estrella needs to remember to go scout, though. He plays Protoss. He's one of the best Protoss in the world, for that matter. And in recent events, he's been playing hella well. That said, the Adept's been going across the map. Estrella is going to get a pretty good read. Adept is going to try to... and the Adept is going to be able to kill this SCP with one shot on the way up. And luckily, Estrella does close the wall. Marines are going to chase this down. However, Reaper's still alive. Staying alive, John Travolta style. Let's see what Pig opens up within the Stargate. Okay, absolutely nothing. The Reaper's going to go in, try to get some more information. Oh, no. Estrella not paying attention. I think he may just lose this Reaper. Is he going to? He is going to narrowly escape. Pig sending his Adept back home. It is going to be an Oracle opener. Stargate going out from Estrella. He's going for a Widow Mine drop. Oh. This could be interesting. I do believe we've seen a very unlucky turn of events for Estrella, which I don't know. Is Pig gonna do it here? I hope Estrella's got something for us here too. I mean, seeing Pig advance pretty far is always cool, but when we got a Max Angel, we got some pretty tough opponents here. I do think, you know, obviously in 1-to-1 on main races, Estrella is a little bit the favored player here. Estrella going into a tech lab. He did scout the Stargate. Actually, he probably should have went with the Cyclone before. Did we get a Widow Mine out before or after? No. He's sending the empty medevac. Okay, this is actually some pretty cool big brain play from Estrella. Meanwhile, Pig is not going into Phoenixes or anything. So I thought Pig might go into Phoenix Charge or Phoenix Colossus. But Pig is not playing like no damn European today. Feels okay, man. All right, third Nexus going down. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, now Pig is going into Phoenix. He did get the Twilight Council behind us. He is going to go Phoenix Charge a lot. Pig does a lot of instructional stuff, so it's pretty cool. The Jabeta from Estrella was cool, but I don't think it really got too much of a response out of Pig. He literally left the Widow Mine in defense, and that was it. Let's take a look at the trades. The Oracle did go down to the Widow Mine before. Very good defense from Estrella. Estrella's playing it safe. He's getting 2 more racks. Has his 3rd CC on the way. I like the 3 CC builds, but it's going to be a pretty tough army to fight. Phoenix Charge is a really good build. And if you guys have watched Pig's series, he's quite good at it. He has some good instructions for you guys that are trying to learn that play style. But where we're going, we don't need builds. Alright. Actually, we do it if you're these guys. That said, it's going to be a Raven follow-up for Mr. Maximus Angel, who is just going to get his barracks down on tech labs at the same time. Are we going to see a stim and combat shields at the same time? I don't know, because it's been a lot of mech investment. That mech, it's just the Terran power units. Stim and combat shields being researched at a good time, and we do have the double eBays going. Alright, but that said, Phoenixes are going to group up in the center. We got a cheeky... Oh, Pig is going for the gold base. So as I was saying, you need to destroy the Zelnaga watchtower. So the trade-off is you don't have a Zelnaga watchtower, but you get a gold base. Or is he? Is it just a proxy here? I think this is the proxy. And wow, the Widow Mine drop's gonna be scouted. But are the Zealots? I think it's just out of range. And that's one dead probe. Estrella getting missile turrets up for the Phoenixes. Raven and Viking are out. Auto turret is dropped, deflecting these guys for a bit. But oh, that's one dead Cyclone. But that said, Pig does have a decent amount of charge. Lots of proxy. Pylon is going to be taken down, however. And, oh man, these Phoenixes are getting high value. Oh, not like this Max Angel. He's probably regretting playing random right now. He's getting Pig's Protoss. Very good picks from Pig. A Raven, a Cyclone, a Viking, The Hellion and the Reaper go down amongst workers. That said, Proxy gone, be damned. It's going to be a multi-prong attack from Mr. Pig. And there's not a hell of a lot here to defend this. Everything is grouped up over here. It's going to fight into the Phoenixes. The Medevacs taking damages. The Charlottes in the way. Stim and combat shields that finish up. The concussive shells is not quite done yet for the Zelly boys. They do help out a little bit in the fights. But then, I think Estrella might just be dead. 38 workers are there, and Pig takes it. Poor Max Angel. Still a very cool matchup. GG's. Poor Estrella. Pig's probably feeling happy that happened. But still, my man Max, being a gentleman there. We'll be going on to our next series after. So Pig took it to 1. Fair and square. Big sad for Max Angel. Let's take a look at the bracket. I'll let you know what we're going to next. That's why nobody's allowed to build Ravens against Phoenix is true, Aaronek. Very true. You are not wrong. Big Man Pigman takes it. Ooh, Hero Marine versus Solar is going on. Dark versus Max Pax is going on. And we have Creator versus Cure and Nightmare versus Pig. All right. We will see what happens here. Very good games tonight, by the way. Mistrez got to be like, Pig brother, you owe me, man. I would be. Our dude Estrella. Still a very fun stuff. We'll see what happens here. Definitely a fun one to capture. GG. Wow. 1K to Sibajan. Nobody bet against him. All right, guys, let me just see what we got. We might have Hero Marine and Solar. I don't know. I think I'll get Pig and Nightmare. I'm gonna get Pig versus Nightmare. I just was telling Pig, good luck, brother. I don't think Nightmare is gonna play random. You wanted to donate points, but well, it's more TTS when it's open. And Raven is at the laundromat. Fisherman, there's nothing wrong with a good old good old DiGiorno from time to time. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't mean to ignore you guys. I'm just trying to get in casting mode, but now we get some time to fill this. El Deuterino indeed, Fisherman. El Deuterino indeed. Man, I'm excited to see Chicken Man back on tonight, too. Very cool stuff, though. And if you're new here, smash that follow button and all that stuff. Unfortunately, we have that ebb and flow of how things be. I'm very excited to be casting tonight. Feeling it. I'm feeling it. It gets a little rough because it gets in the way of some things that happen on Mondays, but mostly because I'd planned a little differently. But, yeah, here we are. Here we are. You know, we are. Who is Top Rush? You have a new ESL caster, or is it? We'll see what happens. We got Mr. Nightmare versus Pig. Shit, sorry for the wait, guys, but you know, players do be taking breaks between sometimes, you know. But we have our... We're getting there, we're getting there. Dave doing Dave things, man. Covering the sides that people don't always want to. Chicken Man doing the same thing. We always like to bounce around and you get good stuff. Looks like the man of chickens got Hero Marine versus Solar. You know what, guys? I decided I need to make some text art. You know, I got to get some new... we got to do some updating here for some fancier stuff. I think I'm going to get to work in the Photoshop for the Dave stream. Thinking about it. We need some more Dave branded than what we already have. Tired of having plain text on everything here. At least for Dave Test SC, blah, 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 blah. I should probably make it a new background for ESL stuff. All right, let's see how this goes. Pig is playing random again. It's Nightmare's Protoss. Nightmare has actually been pretty cracked lately. So it would have been something to see Estrella and Nightmare in a PvP. Because Estrella is pretty cracked. I hope he's not too upset that... that was the case. My man Maximus Angel. All right, here we go. We finally got a Pig versus Nightmare starting up here in a second. We're just waiting on Mr. Pig for the stuff going on in chat, I'm sure. You know how it be when you got Big Man, Pig Man. Big Man, Pig Man. Ha charade you are. Man, now I just want to listen to some Pink Floyd. All this talk of Big Man, Pig Man. Anyway, here we are into game numero uno. Spawning the bottom right this time as Protoss. Give it up for Mr. Pig in the blue. And his opponent in the upper left, representing Team GP, is Nightmare in the red. So we've been bouncing around all over with some pretty wild series. Got to get that hat on everything? Yeah, maybe. Maybe Aaron and Eck, maybe. I'm thinking more in terms of like graphical text. Some other things. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that does check out for a wall. I wasn't so sure. New map. We were on Neo Humanity. For PvP. Should be interesting to see if you have any cheeky stuff like this gas deal right here. Looks like Nightmare is going for a 1-gate expand, or at least setting up for a low ground. Nightmare do be a cheeky player sometimes, so we'll see what happens. Pig going for proxy immediately. He could be sniffing out a 1-gate, but I don't think this is going to be a 1-gate expand, is it? Yeah, it may just be 1-gate Stargate. No, it's going to be a 2-gate. Nightmare, as we saw a little earlier, aggressively playing. Lately, he has been very 1-gatey, so, or 2-gatey rather. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be just that. Pig going for proxy 2 gates. Nightmare not scouting just yet. And his probe's not going to see this probe where it came from. Nightmare is looking for proxies, however. So Pig is potentially set up for a 4-gate. Is not going to clean this up. He should use the Zealot. He's putting the Zealot up here in offensive procedure. We'll see what happens. Okay, Nightmare being a little cheeky now. I think I see what the Zealot was up to. Zelly Boy's going to be out. Probes and making his way in. He's going to scout this. Oh, it does distract Pig for a moment, so that's all a bit of time. As Stalker and a Zealot. Pig is going over here for another proxy? Wait, what's he doing? Why is he mining minerals there? What? What the deuce? Nightmare dropping a pylon in Pig's main base. Or Mr. Crinkle. How you doing, Pashka? You were just listening to a Russian song named Pig, or Mr. Crinkle. True. That is true, fisherman. Oh, Adept Stalker's actually going to work out a little well for a moment. It's a Zealot and a Stalker from Pig. What the deuce? And then Adept, if as long as it stays alive, is going to get a little bit of extra DPS on the Zealot as long as it is. But Pig is going to force Nightmare to retreat with the Stalker. Oh no, another Stalker. Nightmare's in a little bit of trouble here. He's losing units. That Stalker is sure is dead. But it is distracting Pig for a bit, which is going to go in his favor. Pig does have Warp Gate a little quicker. Funnily enough, even though he has 1 gas. Pig's doing this all on 1 gas. And that's why we saw that other Zealot come out. Nightmare is going to have a few more units. He does have the shield batteries up to his advantage, however. Warp Gate going to finish up pretty soon. Nightmare just barely makes it in time with... this is looking rough for Nightmare, and Pig is not going to be able to, is going to deny the block. Pig may just take this. We'll see. The shield batteries are coming in clutch, though they're not near a Nexus, so they don't start with full energy. But it does help out Nightmare a little bit. Pig does have more units. The 2 Stalkers disjoining Pig's army a little bit. He is winning the fight for a second, but you know what? The shield battery is going to run out, and another Stalker is lost. 1 Artosis pylon holding this all together for Nightmare. Nightmare dropping another gate. But this is going to be a lot of his production. He doesn't have a lot of the energy. Nightmare is going to lose the pylon. This is huge. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely huge for Pig. Pig leading the army supply. And he's taken out 2 of the gates from Nightmare. Pig getting an expand behind this, just sealing the deal. He wants this done. He's just being a straight up. Pig's feeling very confident right now. And he is doing God's work, cleaning up the Cyber Core 2, forcing another to be rebuilt. Nightmare is clinging on here like Worf. It's slow Zealots and Stalkers. Pig is not even caring about this. Nightmare does have a pylon here to do some counter damage, but guess what? He has to do too much defense. He did manage to get a shield battery drop before the core went down, but there's only 1 pylon here. Nightmare is supply blocked and only has 1 gate production. Probes are forced to be pulled. And yeah, this is looking rough for Nightmare. Loses the pylon. Zealots in to chisel at the probes. Probes are needed to fight this. And with these adepts coming in from Pig, shield battery be damned. GG's called and Pig takes it. Pig is actually cracked today. Pig is actually cracked. Very well done. Jesus, Pig is actually correct tonight. And people just betting on Pig. Pig's on fire. Are we going to see Pig in the semifinals? Are we going to see Pig? This is big. If Pig makes it to the semifinals, that means he's taking some money. Semifinalists get $50 if that's as far as you make it. Imagine Pig. The bacon hater himself. Have we all just went to Wendy's? I know there's so many players. I love to cover everybody. I love Nightmare too, though, but I think Nightmare is going to come back pretty confidently. That's the thing. Is I was really, if I was to bet on it, Nightmare is a very aggressive Protoss player. He does have a solid macro game too. Still, Pig. He has been playing a lot of Protoss lately. And PvP, you know, like any mirror matchup, extremely volatile. As you know, Dave is not a big fan of playing PvP, even though I am a Protoss. I don't know what happened to me, but I just got so bad at it now. You know, all you regular viewers. But man, these games. Let me just check my phone while we're waiting here. It is possible. I'm just saying. Pig is the, dare I say it, the underdog in this matchup. I mean, obviously, a very experienced player, but let's be real here. Nightmare is a freaking monster. But Estrella going down, he's probably regretting the random stuff. My man, Max, I hope he doesn't beat himself up too much because this is good fun. Dare I say it, get chat. Go into Pig's chat and tell him he owes Mr. Max Angel for playing random against him a few times, I think. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Royal Blood in the blue. Give it up for the one, the only Mr. Pig. Spawning is Terran this time. And his opponent in the bottom left, representing Team GP, the one, the only. Give it up for Nightmare in the red. Nightmare again going for a low-ground pylon. Ooh, look at this map. It reminds me of being on a pirate ship. Yar, me matey. We got coins next to the... What the hell are those full of? Like wax torches. Very not futuristic looking map, but it's kind of cool. I mean, it's got the lights and stuff, but pretty crazy stuff. I like this design. Pretty standard map overall, I'd say. But very cool design. I like the choices of textures and doodads and such. All right, Probe is going to get a little smackdown from the SEV. Hey, how you doing, Yeti? Good to hear it. Good to hear it about Georgia. But Yeti, are you seeing this? Sorry, I forgot to update the score. Pig is beating Estrella. And now Nightmare. And let's see what's going on here. This is pretty wild stuff. So depending on the outcome, if Pig wins this game as Terran, he's advancing to the semifinals, which is... I've not seen that in a minute. We got a lot of crazy games tonight, though. With perhaps the largest upset of the evening so far. And that's no disrespect to Mr. Pig. All right, Nightmare is, yeah, he's opening pretty standard here. Setting up for like a Hellion wall or something. Yeah, he's going to open with a Stalker. Maybe he's going into Twilight. We'll see. He's got 2 on gas. So we're definitely not going into anything like... we're more than likely not going into Stargate. He wasn't in a hurry to get extra greedy in gas.
Giddy up.
That said, we'll find out what's happening. Thanks for the follow, Activillain. How you doing, bud? And, yeah, we got 3 racks as Pig's choice. Little off meta. They may need to remake. Oh, boy, they forgot the patch mod? Yeah, I think they would have to remake. I can't really contact them. Appreciate the follow, but that's not good if that's the case. Because these guys are well into it, and I'm just observing, so I cannot DM them. All right. You don't like the carpet under the CC? It just gives me pirate vibes, Woodsickle. I don't know about you, Chad. I think this is giving me... I kind of like the fact that it's different, though. But I know what you're saying. It's like the carpet under your Nexus and CC. Under the CC, it does look a little strange. Under the Nexus, it kind of works. That red Nexus there. Yeah. It's different. It's a change of pace, but I know it makes it look a little silly. I think we're going for a magic carpet right here. It's going to be a robo opener from Nightmare. I forgot Nightmare does like his robo opener sometimes, so he's going Immortal, Stalker, Century. Cool playstyle from Nightmare, and he might just go into like Colossus. It may just be into Colossus, but this is actually not a bad decision considering he scouted the 3 racks. He's got his Observer out. He's going to have Big Daddy Immortal. He can hold the push with what he's got. The shield battery. He's kind of a tight choke point, though, for 3 racks. When you kind of wall off like this and you're against 3 racks builds, it could be a bit of a problem. It's pure Marine 3 racks, though. It is going to be a Robo Bay. Thanks for the follow, Rip 1030. Thank you. All right. So we have the NA Quadcast tonight, by the way, guys. Pig will be commentating after, but we got Beowulf, Chicken Man is back, and we got Dave and Dave, Steadfast, and myself. The NA Power Quadcast. Obviously, we have Renegade 2 on as well, for those of you that know Renegade. Unfortunately, he's not casting tonight. But I've had some... It's been a while since I've seen these guys all together. Alright. Marines. Kind of camping out over here. See what happens. Observer gonna scout this out. Sorry for the yawn, guys. And, yeah. Nightmare getting a little bit delayed third base, which is going to be expected when you do these, you don't always want to rush against the 3 racks. And he's going to wait till he's safe at the Colossi. Marauders just now started to come out concussive shells. +1 infantry armor. No upgrades for a Protoss player. And if they forgot the patch, truthfully, that could be a problem. Alright. Well, Marine is going to go down to Kirktown. Colossi are scouted, but we don't have much. Well, we have 1 Big Daddy Immortal, but not a lot of Protoss units, which is to be expected. Actually, Pig has more. No, Pig does not have more army. Protoss player does have more army. He's been pumping out units behind this. Still getting a read, trying to assess the situation. Medivacs are going to join this army. Medivacs going to the front for Pig. Luckily, Nightmare's not there. Contingent of Marines that was going to go pressure at 3rd are going to rejoin with the Medivac. So Pig can attack from a couple of angles or very strongly in one spot. He's going to go target that shield battery. And there are a good amount of Marauders out. We do have 10 Marauders, more in production. They do got a parade across the map. That said, it's a boys pull from Pig. He's going for a 2 base all in, it looks like. And this is going to be tough for Nightmare to hold. Nightmare does have the army supply lead, though, as I said. He's going into Blink. He doesn't have any upgrades. And Pig's trying to do a little drop, but, well, I guess that was a little mistake. He's going to lose some of his units. Nightmare with this army supply advantage does have... He's going for a 4th Colossi, which can be alright, but I almost think he should have got a Disruptor out after the 3rd. It's a lot of Marauders. For those of you that don't know, Colossi aren't that great against Marauders. With this many Sentries, and we do have slow Zealots, I almost would have rather seen Charge than Blink 2 in this situation, considering it's all bio. Yeah, well, Nightmare still holds. He's hanging on by a thread. Blink, now he can chase down the Medivacs and stuff, though. Not a lot of Stalkers left. Let's take a look at the trades. Nightmare is going to go on the aggress, and that was a 2-base all-in, so I think he may actually be back in the series. Trades in favor of Nightmare extensively. Pig did save a lot of his SCVs, at least. So I guess it's not necessarily full committal to base all-in now. 4th base going down for Nightmare is not looking good for Pig. He's going into Templar Archives and Charge again. I'd rather see a Forge. I'd rather see Jordy LaForge. We have a 1-1 Terran who could go into 2-2 once he drops an Armory. But with that said, it's just 1 E-base, so we're probably going to see a Ghost Academy. No Ghost Academy from Pig. Ooh, Pig's going for a YOLO kind of drop here with quite a bit of units. 4 Medivacs full of Marine Marauder. And is getting Vikings out for the Colossi. That's the thing with committing to this many Colossi too. You're a little vulnerable to Vikings. If you just search Wootsicle and chat or anybody, if you just look at newest map, scroll down until you see ESL, and you'll the ones that show up in ESL and newest maps and custom maps, that's where you can see them, which ones they are. Ooh. And that's 3 gates denied in production for the moment for Nightmare. It's going to be a bit of a problem, but he's going into Charge. Still no Forges. Still no Forges, but Nightmare with the 4 base, it's going to be kind of crazy. Pig's just on 2. He didn't go for a 3rd base. He still could. And Pig is not going for Ghosty Boys. No Armory. I think we have a little bit of mistakes that could add up. So that 1-1 is all I think our Protoss players kind of fine there. Nightmare getting some Archons, getting some Templar, not getting Storm. Storm might be needed for these Vikings. Nightmare does have some really good map presence. Getting some hallucinations out all over the place, actually. Pig does scout the 4th. Nightmare is going to see that he scanned. His army's postured here. He is going to wait for this push a little bit too long, maybe. He has to be careful because of these Vikings, which are scouted. Yeah, Nightmare's in a bit of a trouble with his 4th. And it is a 4th base. He still has the 3rd. There's a 2-base Terran, but still. Would be nice to keep it. Oh, Nightmare coming in pretty clutch right here. Guardian Shield and Stalker's going to help clean up the Vikings. One of the Colossi. Oh, no, the Colossi fell. Beautiful micro from Nightmare. But Pig, I think this is just going to be it here pretty soon. Nightmare just holds. I really don't see a way for Pig to come back. GG, well played. And Nightmare is going to take game number 2. Very cool stuff. Exciting to catch Mr. Pig again. Yep, I'm on a 2-minute delay. That is correct. Alrighty, guys. We're going to wait for our game number 3. We'll see what happens. winner moves on to the semifinals on the lower bracket side. On the lower bracket side. Mods have permitted your message happy chatting. What are you talking about? All right. Oh, man, I almost had to fight Pig, guys. That would have been scary. We had a little mishap in the lobby. Oh, man, knowing my luck, I'd get Pig's Protoss, too. I'd be like, listen, I don't mind getting bullied by Pig's Zerg or Terran, but if I have to play a PvP, God help me. All right, I reckon we're on to a good game number 3. Oh, no, not like this. Spawning in the upper right, he was probably hoping to get his Zerg. Maybe his Protoss. Give it up for Mr. Pig in the Terran with the blue trunks. And his opponent in the red trunks representing Team GP. Get up for this dastardly daring Protoss player. It is Nightmare. He came back in the same matchup in game number 2. And, yeah. We will see what happens here. Okay, very standard opener from Mr. Pig. He's going barracks before gas, nothing cheeky. But Nightmare is going to force the 2 SCVs off. And be annoying with the probe. Taking a little bit of damage on 2 probes. And he's going to regen some shields for a minute. Oh, he has to be careful, though. That said, yeah, Pig isn't able to get out his scout yet. He wants to contend with his probe. Exactly what you want to do as a Protoss. Be annoying with the probe. Pig with the clutch supply depot raise in there. The Nightmare is going to regen some more shields. I don't know about that fight, though. Nightmare, he probably should have disengaged for a second. The barracks not quite done. He didn't force a delay on it, but he did force some lost mining time. The little stuff that adds up over time. Marine opener from Pig again. Well, not again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand. The up a tree meme. I know, I'm in sales chat. You're like, Dave, you watch sales chat. You know. Oh, God bless sales chat. The time where Dave can release his TTS demons. Sibba John actually correcting Dave on the up a tree chat. Imagine. Good job, buddy. Imagine the power mods have. True. Alright, Nightmare going for a shield battery again. Pig is going for a 1-1-1 this time. Changing it up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Nightmare looking around for proxies. He's like, I don't really trust this situation. Pig might be getting desperate here. I wonder if we're going to see more robo play out of Nightmare. Something he does like doing. Yep, he's going to go for it. Something to note about Nightmare. He usually is a big fan of this. I do forget this from time to time because I don't always get to cover Nightmare. But he is a big fan of the robo openers in PvT. But if you're also unsure of your opponent, it's a safe play. Robo is a very safe opener. Has its drawbacks, but especially against Terran. Pig actually going into another Rax. Are we going to see 3 Rax factory? I'd much rather see 3 racks factory than 2-1-1. But Pig may break out a 2-1-1. Which, with a robo opener without blink, it could work. That is going to be 3 racks factory. Call that he's going for a cyclone. Pretty strong build. I do like the fact that Pigs is using 3 racks builds. It's just a lot more off meta than things have been for a bit. Welcome, Kriegers. And, yep, the patch is alive, because look at this big old observer. Looks like a giant red jellyfish floating in the air. Wow. Wow. The balance patch changed. Oh, my goodness. Pig made a mistake here. He wasn't sure. He's like, oh, no, I built another tech lab. I guarantee you that's what happened. Observer's going to go out, probably see the Hellion. The thing is, this is one of those patches that you never really hear Artosis, even though he's Protoss in StarCraft 2, give Protoss much of a benefit of the doubt and balance changes and buffs. They reverted the speed, but made them incredibly obnoxiously large. And it was only the salty Terrans complaining about it. Let's be real, guys. That said, third base going down for Nightmare at the 9 o'clock position base. All right, extended thermal lance on the way for Nightmare. We do have Stem coming down, and that's about it for Pig. He's doubling down on Marines. I kind of don't like this, though. I do wish he... I mean, when you're going 3 racks factory for an opening, you want to get the power units, but it delays your combat shields and or concussive. And honestly, I think concussive shell when you're going 3 racks, if you scout, there's a robo, right? I think it could be a lack of information. Getting that concussive shell earlier, if you're going for a timing attack, can be really clutch. Especially if you have the power of tanks and such. To take out the Colossi. Because once the Colossi fall, and on top of it, the Stalkers. Because there's going to be a delayed Twilight Council, etc. But Marauders with concussive shell do so well against Colossi, it's ridiculous. Especially with a couple tanks. Robo is pretty good against them. You're not lying. But I'm just saying, concussive shell, Marauders, and tanks. This isn't just 3 racks. This is 3 racks factory, Mr. Pashka. So the difference is you got those tanks with you. And that's going to be a bit more potent. Hey, thanks for the follow, Lost Marine. Do appreciate it. So there's just a lot more of a punch when you have some siege tanks with this medevacs eventually coming. Combat shields on the way. We'll finish up. Pig is a little indecisive on his push here. He's going to stand yellow McScout or Marine. Possibly going to stim him again. He's going to go try to get some damage. He doesn't scout the army, but he scouts the third base, more importantly. I do like this pylon from Nightmare to scout. Between the Observer and the pylon here, he's got a drop scout in 2 locations and 1 for a push. If there was like a drop going down in that 10 o'clock-ish position base. Colossi jumping right on top of this, though. And as that was said, what the hell? Pig is researching Neo Steel. Is he going to be dropping offensive bunkers with this? What's going on? Why is Pig researching Neo Steel? You don't see that every day. Nightmare going for a charge lot run by. He did eke out a Twilight Council, and I like the fact that he went into charge this game instead of blink first, being that he's against tanks. He scouted the 3 racks factory, so he knew exactly what was coming. Charge was a smart move, in my opinion. And Zelly Boy's going to go in for catching reinforcements. Now they're going right to the mineral line. Pig is going to be very committed to this now. Nightmare pressing the issue. Pig going to attempt to drop in the main base. That was not scouted, by the way. It should be right here. Yeah, the pylon is going to see it. That's it. The charge lot run by gets 6 workers. They're going to come in from the back flank, trying to get some damage. We do have some SCVs here. The Neo Steel is for bunkers, by the way, in this push. So Pig, again, going to attempt 2 base all in. Marines are going to get 5 workers and counting. Colossi not being controlled. Nightmare He's going to lose 14 workers and counting now like this nightmare. Can Pig do it? It's looking like a pretty good hold for... Nightmare's got good positioning, though. He's got a lot of zealots on the flank. So Pig really has to be careful here. He did get a lot of probe damage. And that drop's still going on. He's catching more probes. Zealots are forced to warp in over here, though. Nightmare on 3 bases to 2, though, is a bit of a problem. Lots of siege tanks. Marine's going to pick up some of the zealots. But guess what? Zelly's coming in the back. The bunker's not finishing. Will they finish? Well, no. It looks like it's going to be all cleaned the hell up. Nightmare in a fantastic position. It is 34 to 48 workers. But the army supply drastically in favor of Nightmare. Very crazy stuff. Pig looks like he is in a lot of trouble. He's lost a lot of tanks. He's lost a lot of bio. It was really more tanks than anything. I don't think he can hold this incoming push. Well, the patch is active for the tournament, Kriegers. They did rework things again. So in this patch, guys, just so you know, they did make a change. The Hydras were, as I call it, were reduced a little bit. So I think they're just faster off creep now. They do have the rework with the change in melee damage where you can stutter step them. Yeah, Pig looks omega dead here. I don't mean to be the harbinger of death as a caster, but I just don't foresee a way for a Terran flying his orbital down against 3 Colossi and a bunch of Blink Stalkers and Charge Lots, with a 4th base going down for the Protoss to win. Oh, man. Feels bad, man. Pig had a great run this tournament. 2-1ing Estrella. Well, they both played random, but still, it counts. It counts. Yeah, the boys are not pulled to save the tank. Pig trying to hang on, giving it his all. Doing God's work, but still very good games. And he's going for the last... Oh my God, that was a YOLO dropped attempt. GG, well played. Pig had fun. He almost made it to the semifinals. I think he's feeling pretty good that he made it there. GG's. Nightmare is going to take game 3. Well done by Mr. Pig. Well done by Mr. Pig. And congrats to Nightmare. He's going to advance on to the semifinals. Very good stuff. So let's take a look at the semifinals. And that said, Chicken Man is covering Max Pax and Dark. Is a Steadfast. They are on game 3. It's match point for Max Pax and Dark. We got Nightmare versus Cure coming up. Cure versus Nightmare. My man Nightmare coming in strong. Can he beat Cure? Oops. Ah, shit. Yeah, that was a beautiful surround. I accidentally updated the title, so some of you guys might see that. Whoopsie daisy. I'll be right back in just a moment. You know, guys, I didn't even catch that out of Pashka. Their great surround it was indeed. Oh, Nightmare versus Cure. Ah, shit. Hang on, guys. Please tell me they didn't rush into this, because now I need to get my freaking... I need to go to Korea. Oof. I hope they didn't jump in the lobby this quick. And they're still vetoing, because it takes me a second to authenticate to Korea. Thank you very much, Nightmare. Looking out for old man Dave. Yoda Pashka. A good surround it was. All right, wouldn't be prudent at this juncture not to give these guys a proper introduction here as we get going in. We are going to be starting out on one of the lovely new maps again. One of the lovely incoming new maps. And on the balance patch, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Dragon Scales. Ironically, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, and the blue give it up for Cure. And his opponent in the upper left. This Monday, representing Team GP, it is Nightmare. And if we have any Korean translators in chat, feel free. I think they're talking about who is going to be winning the Super Bowl. All right, Nightmare's talking about getting some pizza. And, yeah, we'll see what's happening. That's exactly what's going on, guys. Cure's like, bro, I want pepperoni. Nightmare's like, bro, I do not want pepperoni. Sausage and mushrooms, baby. That's Kirktown. Okay, they're going on, you know. He says, but I want exactly 22 pieces of mushrooms and sausage on my pizza, says Cure. That said, looks like a pretty standard opener from both. It's not going to be a double gas so far from Cure, but we'll see what happens. Probe's going to come in to be annoying, but the barracks is already about to be finished. It was a gate scout from Nightmare. Bold move on new maps against Cure. Hold on, I gotta read this chat as this is going on. Fisherman is saying that his buddy Ear-Beaten Corey, aka No Fish Corey, called. You should have let it ring. That is so funny. Gotta love the fisherman expressions. Good stuff, man. Now I understand why you call him Ear-Beaten Corey. Got a Reaper Wall from Nightmare. He's already been looking at the maps a bit. Pretty obvious one on this one. Not the bad decision, but guess what? Unluckily for him, it is going to be a Marine opener so far. He could go for a Reaper Marine, but he might end up going for a double Reaper, even follow-up sometimes. But it is going to be at least a Barracks Factory. Could be a 1-1-1. Could be 3 Racks Factory. We'll see. Probably going to be a 1-1-1, though, with the double gas out of Cure. All right, with that said, Adept is going to be on its way out. Stalker chronoed as well. Adept going to do a little psionic transfer going across the map. We'll see what happens here. All right. All right, Nightmare. Gonna go try to put on the pressure. Getting that Adept in. Gonna try to get a scout. Ooh, beautiful reaction from Cure. He hides the Hellion. So that was almost a complete read. So imagine anybody in lower leagues than these guys. That was beautiful control from Cure. Hides the Hellion. It debates over here. We got a proxy from Nightmare. He is going into a Twilight, into Blink with a proxy. Curious to see what this is. Could just be a proxy pylon, but when we see a pylon in the corner of the map, we got a Robo, we got Blink, but that does not mean that Dave Testa is not going to be happy here. Hellion taking a hell of a beating. Is going to evade some of this, though. Okay, nice pull from Nightmare for the moment, but the shields aren't going to regen just in time. Adeptron, does get some hell damage on the probes, but that's a beautiful catch from Cure. It is going to be 2 gates. Okay, he's proxying the 2 gates. So he is psyching out. I like this out of Nightmare. He's going 4-gate Blink, but with a proxy 2 gates. All right, let's see what happens here. Is it going to be a Raven opener? We do have 1 Widow line. This is cheeky out of Cure. I like it. Marine drop going in. It's 4-gate Blink. Blink's not done. War Prism's going out. We got a little bit of Stalker pressure. Not a lot there. Oh, man, this is going to be devastating from Cure. Blink not done yet. Just a Stalker and an Adept. We have a full committal on the other side of the map with the War Prism. It's just 2 Stalkers, but the War Prism there for Warpins. He really wants to get some damage. He's contended with this. Nightmare is a man of action. He's going to go push in. There is a Raven. A Siege Tank's going to finish. Thanks for the follow. Bibby Zion, StarCraft 2. Do appreciate it. Man, this is pretty crazy. Score is 0-0. This is the first game of the series. Let's go. Nightmare getting some good damage, though. That drop got quite a bit. Let's take a look at the trades so far as this is going on. It was 4 probes for 4 SCVs and a Stalker, but the War Prism looks like it's in a lot of trouble. Nightmare has to be careful. That is, oh man, he is so lucky Stim wasn't done yet. It was an earlier timing. Cheeky Widow Mine. Looks like Nightmare is going to take the 12 o'clock-ish position base, but is going to have to contend with this Widow Mine. I almost think he should take Triangle, I guess. You're a little out of path. This map's pathing's a little strange. I'm not really entirely sure. It is one of the new ones. Marines are here to defend against the War Prism. And, Nightmare almost not paying attention. Catches it just in time. Takes a little more hull damage. That said, the Widow Mine is going to be deactivated from Blink. We do have a Colossi going from Nightmare. Of course, the man who loves his Robo play. But I like this 4-gate Blink opener. He does get some good pressure. We don't have a 3rd CC just yet, but with this build, it's to be expected. It is possible to see some 2-base pressure from Mr. Cure. He's trying to, but Nightmare's doing a good job of picking off reinforcements. Cure with the army supply advantage. Stim's going to finish up combat shields and +1, so we're probably going to see a push out here pretty soon. We got Widow Mines. We got Marauders. We got a tank. We got Ravens. We got Medivacs. We got Marine Marauder. We got Extended Thermal Lance in the way and Colossi coming, but not quite soon enough. 3rd base not quite established for Nightmare. And this shield battery, funnily enough, it doesn't seem like it was on full energy. So that was just out of the way. Nightmare doesn't have many units. It's only 20, well, 37. Now he's going to warp in some more Stalkers. He's warping in some Zelly boys. Doesn't have charge, though. And he is going to have 1 Colossi. That said, this is the patch. The Raven starts out with 75 energy. So he is going to have an interference matrix available. And this is what I was talking about from the get with this patch. So in this matchup, I see Ravens being pretty effective for these kind of timing attacks. Like usually they'll have that energy if you get the Raven a little earlier anyway. But you can have a potential second interference matrix available. Well, that said, the Reaper Wall's not going to be too helpful. Now the Cybernetic score, a gate, and a pylon fall. And with it, the Twilight Council. Very rough for Mr. Nightmare. Well, Nightmare's really caught off guard. He can't go into charge now without a Twilight. Can't build Stalkers. He's been rebuilding his Cybernetics core. And the push is coming in. Nightmare a little slow to react here, it looks like. I almost wouldn't have hated a recall, I guess. He does have Blink, so he can't... No, it doesn't get that Medivac. If he got that Medivac, that would have actually been pretty big. But that said, there's a drop coming from Cure. Cure is just everywhere. Going into infantry armor behind this. It's not looking good for Nightmare. I don't know about a hope, some cope, and a dream. Or not. He is in a rough spot. That said, third base is just now finishing for our Terran player, Mr. Dragon Phoenix Gaming here on Dragon Scales. I like the name of this map. All right, got that nasty siege tank position. Full energy Raven. We got a Ghost Academy on the way for Cure. He's looking like in a good spot. Well, Nightmare's kind of camping over some of that. Ooh, he does scout the fact that there's that tank there. Well, I mean, I think he knew that from before. With this big ass drop with 4 medevacs, Widow Mines, Marines, Marauders. He's going to heal up some of the units, and they have a lot of energy. We're just now rebuilding the Twilight. So losing the Twilight's huge because he couldn't get charged. He couldn't drop a Templar Archives. Just thinking in the style of Nightmare. Oh, man. It is a massive Widow Mine hit. But it was a blink, actually. Just kidding. JK, folks. All right. Nightmare's trying to muster up more army supply. He keeps building more Colossi. He only has 2, so... Wait, actually, does he have 2? No, he has 1 of the Warp Prism still. And that Warp Prism's taking a beating, so if he's not paying attention, he can lose that as well. And an Interference Matrix can prevent it from dropping. Nightmare's trying his best to stay in this game. He's pumping out more supply. Cure's just got a huge-ass army, though. Nightmare doesn't have much to defend, and again, no charge is a bit of a problem. He is getting a high Templar Archive for some Archons, maybe some feedbacks in the immediate. But that's about all he can build, because there's no way in hell he's getting Storm in the middle of this engagement. That said, an Armory, I think, is down. These Widow Mines are still on top of this. See Interference Matrix coming in clutch. Nightmare is going to slowly chase down this Bio Army. Oh no, those Zealots. Everything adds up to army supply. They'll be more valuable after. But after what? The assault pushing on the third is going to be a bit of a problem. Thanks for the follow. I684396663. Okay, I think I got it right. Anyway, Widow Mines, and we do have 2-2 on the way for a Terran player. 0 upgrades for Nightmare. Nightmare's trying desperately to keep this alive. Does deflect the drop here, but he's getting pressured with no... Oh, man. Yeah, depowered Twilight again. And slow Zealots and a Sentry are all that's there in the immediate to try to hold this. Battery's in an awkward position yet again. Marine drop over here means we're going to see a recall. Cure's kind of back. This is a scrappy game. This is a damn scrappy game. Beautiful push from Cure on the westward flank as the battle ensues. 16 probes going down behind us, and we'll see what happens. Guardian Shield activated. Oh, Nightmare is going to lose that Colossi. I think that battery's out of range. Like, that battery didn't start with 100 energy. That means it's out of range for battery overcharge. And battery overcharge is nerfed in this patch, folks. Just so you know, for those of you that don't. Oh, my goodness. Medevac coming on out. One is really injured. Yo! If that had just any more energy, that medevac would have been dead, and with it a lot of bio, but it just isn't going to happen. Nightmare tries taking a 4th behind this. Meanwhile, Cure is getting a 4th, so that 4th base could mean more stay in the game, but it's 56 to 120 army supply. If Nightmare could do this, he would be extremely goated, but it's looking very, very rough. He's dropping another Robo, but we haven't seen a single Disruptor. I don't think Nightmare is a big fan of Disruptors, but I think, honestly, in some of these engagements, Disruptors would have helped in zoning. Cure is just a multi-pronged madman, of course. He's pushing from all different angles this entire game, keeping medevacs alive on sides. He's literally, technically, could go from knowing Cure, a 4-prong assault. And yes, I shit you not, that is exactly what it looks like he's setting up to do. He's got the medevac on the top. I think he kind of knee-jerked it around. Army's out of position, and this base looks like that's going to fall. These slow units just aren't going to make it there in time. Yeah, that is a kill. Fortunately, Nightmare was unable to cancel that. And he needs everything. He did get some Disruptors finally in this game. But that's it. Oh, nice pick on the medevac. That said, Widow Mine's going to clean up an Archon here. The Natural's exposed. This Disruptor's going to be disintegrated, ironically. Oh, maybe not. Nightmare trying to desperately throw some Novas. Catches just a few units. He actually had an opportunity to catch. Oh, speaking of catching a lot, look at all those ghosts falling. And guys, another thing to note in the patch, for those of you that have been following it, there was an update. The Nova was increased by 0.025, which is negligible. It does make it look bigger. It's funny, I was watching Steadfast earlier. I'm like, no disrespect to Steadfaster, but I'm like, come on, it's 0.025. It looks a little bigger, but it's not that. It's still definitely, it's insignificant enough where it's certainly still a nerf. That said, more of the production's getting targeted. And yeah, winner gets the picks, the pizza topping, absolutely Proteos. All right, 5th base going down for Cure. Cure is just going to take it. Nightmare just didn't have enough of him left to continue on to the game. And we're going to go on to game number 2 of this amazing series. This is a good one to catch tonight. Lots of upsets. Mr. Pig even standing here and doing things. Going on to game 2. Cure takes game number 1. So I guess he's picking the sausage and mushrooms. If I'm not mistaken. I may have missaid what I had, but you know. Nightmare's feeling sad he didn't get the pepperoni. It's my narrative of my pretend Korean translation there in that game. And welcome all the new people today. Here we are, going into game number 2. This time we're on another new map. All on the new map pool, all on the being worked out, quirked out.
Giddy up.
Little changes. Thank you for the follow. Someone named Joe. Anyway, in the bottom right-hand corner of Gressfan, in the blue representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming again, he's up a point. Give it up for Cure. And his opponent in the upper left, representing Team GP. He's red. Give it up for Nightmare. Just like the King Crimson song, one more red Nightmare. Can he come back in this game? Can he come back in this game? We will see. All right, Barracks on the way. Nightmare going out for a little Scouterino. We'll see what happens. Bruh. This is looking like a wild map. I actually didn't see this one yet. I watched it today on EPT EU, but I've admittedly not been looking at the maps until just now. Probably something we should have done a little earlier, but we'll see what happens. This is the lower bracket semifinals too, so Solar and Dark are on the upper bracket side. Covered by Steadfast and Chicken Man. Perhaps Mr. Pig. And looks like Cure is going to try to get an expand. He's going to do so, I think. Probe is taking some hull damage, so he doesn't want to be too daring. But at the worst case, he'll scout out a Reaper. Maybe buy some time if he was all harassing. He's going to send it back home, though. Ooh. Easy, though. Oof, excuse me. Getting a little tired here. All right. Depth coming out. We'll see what happens from here. Fun fact. I would really like to learn some Korean. For a lot of reasons. It'd make my life easier talking to players. Just a little bit, even. Have some kind of understanding. Reaper being a little cheeky. Cure doing Cure things with that good micro. Shield battery is going to help Nightmare out, though, who's going for a Stargate opener this game. Going double adept. At least double adept. He might go for a third. He's just now starting Warp Gate. Bunker is going to complete, as is the CC. Nightmare is going to get some vision. Second adept is just going to walk by the Reaper. Was that outside of vision range? I don't think so. Oh, that's huge for Nightmare. He gets a full scout. gets to harass the workers. That's a lot of lost mining time for a little bit. And he is going to get full surrounded by the SCVs. However, there's no Marine, no other units to injure, though. Nightmare barely takes any health damage. And this is actually disjoining Cure's Reaper. Cure actually is got some great Reaper control, but 2 workers for an Adept and all that lost mining time is actually huge for Nightmare. Nightmare getting a huge spike in the income for a bit, but this Reaper now might get some damage. Nightmare being a little sloppy for the moment. The Reaper gets to live rent-free in Nightmare's head for a minute, though, after, because Nightmare is just absolutely... He's got to be enthusiastic as hell about that. The second Adept gonna go catch this Reaper. Oh, it just passes it. The Reaper barely lives. And Nightmare continues on. All right, so we are going to have a bit of a reaction. I like the cheeky Widow Mine here. Classic move of Cure and Beyond. Gumiho, some other folks, but that reminds me more of Beyond. If I was to think of anybody. The cheeky hidden Widow Mine behind the CC. Just from hoping the textures aren't off. Which help out a bit. Or like he's on higher graphical settings. We'll see what happens. Phoenix does absolutely nothing other than pick up... Okay, no, the second one joins. He cleans up the Hellion. There is a Viking out. And we are going to go into a Raven. No tech lad on the factory just yet from Cure. Oh, it's going to be Phoenix Charge. Okay. That not really super fast, but a good 430 Nexus from Cure is going to mean Phoenix Charge for sure. I do like this. Especially against the 1-1-1 opener. He's going into 3-1-1. So not too bad, but there's going to be an eBay coming down behind this for the +1. And of course, just in case he needs missile turrets against all the Phoenixes. Only 3 pushing out, though, and he's going to have to be careful. Fortunately, there was no Cyclone for Nightmare. He could have taken some hull damage. But he was just treading on the side. Reaper's still alive, but not for long. Phoenix is going to clean it up really quickly. They are losing energy, though, so the Hellion and the Reaper, though, nice little picks for scouting. Probably not the best ideal situation, because you're using Graviton Beam energy in those cases. So each time it's going to force it so you can't pick up power units, pick off like Marauders, Marines. 1 Phoenix going down for a Raven. I'd say that's a worthwhile trade, to say the least, normally. But Ravens now cost the same as Phoenixes. Yeah, in the current state of patch, I think we're on 1.9 of the new patch before it's been released. And the changes, again, Disruptor size, the Purification Nova was slightly de-nerfed by 0.025. Hydralisks have been slowed down a little bit to the point off creep. I think there's still zoomy on creep then? I don't know. And then the Viper was nerfed a little more. Those are also they did increase the snipe range to 14, or revert the snipe range to 14. So those were the changes that I remember anyway. Oh no, Nightmare's not paying attention. He's literally throwing... he threw away the Vikings for nothing. That was literally like 3 Vikings for absolutely nada. Charge Lot's going to come in, and he can really use them in the fight to come. There's Widow Mines. Yeah, when you're going Phoenix Charge, you don't want to lose those Phoenixes, but he's going to switch into Blink anyway. So it's a little weird. It's a lot of Widow Mines. Okay, Nightmare's going to go try to debate the army back. Phoenix is going to try to keep an eye on the push. They're not going to be able to do much more than that. But Zoomy Boy is going to come in, try to get some damage. The Widow Mines are out of here. They're hitting the bunker. Not going for the workers. Not ideal. Oh, he sees the Widow Mines. He's going to try to recall him, and he is only going to save 1 Zealot for that recall. Oof. Feels bad, man. Blake has completed Nightmare for the first game so far. Playing more bio, so he's actually going for +1 for the first time yet. Concussive Shell is going to finish up, however, so that it's Stim, Combat Shields, and +1 for Cure. Widow Mines, point of interest. They are going to be targeted. Graviton being helping a little bit, but he doesn't finish the other one off. That cheeky one in the back is going to help out. Just nothing but Marine Marauder, Medevac, and mine production from Cure. He's got that +1 infantry armor on the way. Another gate going down for Nightmare. We'll see what happens here. Obviously, this build, you're not going to have a quick access to something like a Robo Bay, but we don't have a... He didn't opt for a Templar Archives. Like, the only thing you can really get for anything powerful to fight this Bio Ball is... Well, you can get Immortals as he's doing now, but it'd be Archons would be the play. And sadly, there are no Archons, and I think Blink was off cooldown. These Stalkers are taking a beating. Is Kira just going to powerhouse through it? That's the question. So it looks like Solar did beat Max Packs today, by the way. I was really hoping to cover more Max Packs. That's okay. We got some really great games. Oh, my God. That was... Oh, those Widow Mines coming in clutch. Even trading out for a Stalker. That was a dastardly set of Widow Mines. The landed Viking goes down as well. Man, Cure playing it out, trading out that Viking, trying to get one last bit of salt out of Nightmare, and that poor guy getting very unlucky position to be in. All right, we do have a massive push out in it toward the third base of Nightmare. Big Daddy Immortal's trying to help to hold the line, but the Widow Mines are here. Oh, nice micro from Nightmare. However, does keep it alive. There's not a lot of units, though. It's 30. Well, it's warping in more. There's just not a lot of units, period, for Nightmare. However, these medevacs are starting to take a beating. I could see, yeah, if somehow miraculously he holds, which it is possible, I guess, considering the Terran is parade pushing across the map, and well, he's got a good amount of Marauders here. It's just like Big Daddy Immortal saving the day, and then the rest relies on Stalkers cleaning up medevacs and charge lots, just falling into the army in one fell swoop. Yeah, using the Stalkers to, I don't know. These medevacs are starting to get pretty drained. Sentries was a good call. I do like the choice of Sentries there. He did segment off the army, gets a full force field across pretty much. Cure does have a Widow Mine right there, though. Ooh, he still has it. Observer is on the way, which is actually going to be pretty helpful. Oh, no. Zealot is targeted by the Widow Mine. It does deactivate it, but there's two more in play. The Observer's not quite here. One of the Widow Mines lands perfectly unscathed. Oh, the two do activate and kill all the Zealots. It's looking really grim for Nightmare. He could technically do this. Kira's on 3 base saturation as well, though. Nightmare really needs a 4th. But a Widow Mine to the back. Oh, God, not like this. Nightmare was doing such a good job at Cure. Still, even with all the pressure he's putting on, able to do a little bit of a multi-prong on the other side. It's not looking good for Nightmare. It is 65 to 130 supply. The soup do not lie. No soup for you. Friendly fire on the medevacs or not. Nightmare's trying to cling on, but he's going to have to concede. Cure takes it, and it's going to advance. So that is a 2-0 for Mr. Cure on the lower bracket semifinals. And we may be stuck waiting for a little bit for our next match. Wait, never mind. Okay, we're still on Asia, I think. That was a pretty quick one. Okay, so yeah, I have to go to... It's a ZVZ, so it's Dark versus Solar on the other side of it. At least I think that's what we got coming. Yeah, unless it's a 2-0, I'm gonna leave a question mark here. So Cure has advanced to the finals. Winner of Dark versus Solar advances. ZBZ over there. Looks like they're about 5 minutes into the game. Nothing to report at this time. As far as who's won, I'm looking at Chicken Man's screen here. Beowulf and I are waiting to see the outcome because we might be into this. If not, we're going to be waiting for a bit. If we get a game 3 in that series, we'll be following to it. If Dark wins this game, we will be going into the finals. We have a potential Dark versus Cure. If not, we're going into game 3 of Dark versus Solar. So I'm not entirely sure what we got yet. We shall see. We shall see. Looks like Solar is in the winning position, possibly. We have a 3-base Dark, but he's on a Ling Tech. He's just getting his Roach Warren, and Solar's been pumping on Roaches. That said, we'll find out as we look on this side. So, this time, Wikipedia correctly listed Pig as random, and yeah, that's good. I mean, this stuff's updated on the fly, so mistakes do happen. Welcome, and Pig bringing some upsets tonight. Still a good showing for my man Nightmare. How you doing, Mr. Greg? What is up, buddy? So hang tight, guys. And it looks like Max Pax did take a game off Solar, but did not go in. Now, I am trying to stay cognizant to this. Jeez, I gotta get fancy like Beowulf. He's got another computer on another account to observe stuff if he is not in a series. That's pretty smart. That do be pretty smart. So we're hanging out waiting for a bit to see what happens. Like, so he could be in 2 series at the same time. It's actually 500 IQ. Well, like I said, Solar's a monster. I've been kind of on Team Solar a bit lately. Dark is just incredible, but he is a force to be reckoned with lately. Solar's been pretty cracked. I always said he was a bit of an underrated Zerg player. And in ZVZ, anything's possible. But right now, it's looking a little interesting as I'm looking on other caster streams. Okay, we got a game 3. Yeah, all the Protoss are out, Ray Rain, and we are on the new patch. So, Greg, as you hear this, the new patch. There were some Zerg nerfs, but a big Zerg buff to the Hydras and stuff. Some different things altogether. Disruptor was nerfed. It was reworked a little and slightly added, and then Terrans were crying everywhere. More than anybody, I think, over the 0.025 increase. That said, we'll see what happens. Ray Rain, how you doing, buddy? We covered my boy Hup a little earlier, too. In one game, I should have jumped on that, too. I started out with 2 diamond players is the Dave way in these tournaments. All right, the score is 1-1. And we're going on to another new map. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Grassfan. He's red. Representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is Dark. And his blue Zerg opponent representing Onside Gaming in the blue. Give it up for Solar. All right, let's see what happens here. Nice ZVZ to change things up. There will be no Protoss from here out. Winner of this will go on to fight Mr. Cure. On this Monday. All right, hatchery's going down. for both. So it is going to be a 16 hatch from both players. We'll see what happens from here. Nice little scouting information. And some Overlord positioning from both. Interesting map. This one, it's more by layout. I could see some issues. There's no, like... I like the fact that there's no ramp in the natural. Like in the maps we had... The Protoss and me coming out. The Protoss bias. But at the same time, this is a very wide gap. I was watching players do this earlier. It's kind of a weird one to wall. But without the low ground, high ground, it kind of makes it at least visually easier to see. At the same time, it does mess with defender's advantage a bit, I guess. Because if you're on the high ground, it's easier. So I could see this being a cheeky Zerg map in that case. That said, right now in ZVZ, nothing too cheeky about this. There's no like little mineral out crap mining things. We do have one map that does seem a little spicy. A couple that are pretty spicy. That's the Terran Spear. GG Protoss, Raise Ray Rain. You know, we'll see what happens. That's actually an outdated patch, by the way, GSBet. So that is the previous one they just made. They made a couple changes. That will give you most of them. I didn't update the link yet. Because it was just... the news was just basically just out. I found out from reading a Zombie Grub tweet, honestly. And didn't actually look at the main thing, so I didn't update it yet. Oh, thank you for that, guys. A lot of little pressure. A little bit of pressure on the third base of Dark from Solar. He's got the cheeky couple lings out first. Both going into metabolic boost, but Dark going right into the Baneling nest. Oof. Solar may end up going for a Rochi Boy transition. We'll see. He's just pumping out those speedlings, though. No, he's hammering down on lings. And honestly, if there's any player that has really good ling bane control, it is Solar. He's going for a Baneling nest too, so it's a very standard ZVZ opener with a lot of pressure from Solar, though, at first. Problem is there's going to be some defensive Bane potential from Dark a little earlier. Third hatch going to finish about the same time for both. Yeah, this is a huge... Dark's actually going to pump out a bunch of lings, too. He's going to have to in defense. Banelings or not, he needs to be prepared. He scouts the push. Baneling's going to finish here very shortly, though. And ultimately, Dark taking a pretty good fight already. He's going to cut to the chase and push the issue away from his base. I think these two lings, yep, there they are. They're going to be Banelings for Mr. Dark. That said, third base is, he's going to pump out some units here on Solar's side, going into an Evo chamber. I don't know if he's just preparing to wall off just in case, but he could be going into +1. Would be a cheeky strat to go into like +1 ranged attacks and drop the Roach Warren, which we do see players do sometimes. He is fully saturated on that gas still, obviously. Ling Bane, both players, I believe, are at the moment from what we see. Oh, cheeky cute plays from Dark. Very cute plays from Dark as he micro is like a madman getting some of these Banes out. Oh, but Banes for Banes. That is an eye for an eye right there, my friends. Overlord does not go down for Dark. In the meantime, there's going to be a couple Banes over here. Oh, they don't get these lings. Queen's out of position. No, not like this. Solar goes in with the full flood and the Bane explosion. The Bane train of pain going to make its way in. All from the Queens being out of position to complete the wall. Not like this. 7 drones fall and Blings making their way in yet again. Dark with the madman control, but guess what? There are workers starting to go down on the other side, just on the third base, however. A little bit of outlying stuff. That's 11 fallen from Mr. Solar, though. Worker count, oddly enough, is pretty even. So the little bit of damage dealt by Solar is pretty good. Roachborn just now going down for Dark, as well as the Evo chamber. And that +1 ranged attack is coming from Solar. I mean, I was keeping up pretty well with the patches notes before, but I kind of fell off the rails here a little bit on some stuff, fixing my sleep schedule and shit like that. So, do apologize, guys. Dave is working on other things a little more, as much as I've been streaming. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. Oh, Baneling's gonna get some. Oh no, not like this. Okay, clutch save with the roaches. Roachy boy's gonna go out across the map. Something in defense gonna be made. There's no glial reconstitution or layer. Solar going to the layer faster. Range attack starting. The game's starting to normalize out a little bit. Solar actually with a worker lead. Funny stuff. The funny things is EVZ. Dark gonna try to go for another run by. All right, so Solar does have. He doesn't have vision over here. So if you notice, like, there's a whole blind spot for both of them, really. But I mean, the Lings are going there. Now that said, Dark is gonna split his overlords and actually catch that. Bad job, Dave. Not catching that. All right, Roachy boys are gonna catch this too. Roaches are scouted by Solar. He's going to have a power spike, though, if he pushes out a little sooner. Solar getting the Lings, too. He was hoping to get a surround. If he got a surround in the front with the Lings, he could have sandwiched them in. But, oh, no, he's going to get surrounded as well. But the Baneling's coming into the fight. Baneling's going to be pretty good. We got a... Wow, that was actually some nice micro. We warped some Ravs and canceled, trying to buy some time for the Roaches. Thanks for the follow, Roger StarCraft. Welcome to the... Welcome to Kirktown. Population U. All right. Oh, no. Did the Banes auto-target? No, it's all cleaned up. All right, so now, funnily enough, Solar has a supply lead, but it is Dark we're talking about here. Both players... Now, everything's a lead. Glial Reconstitution, he's going into Aspire. That's a cute play. Neither player going into +2 ranged attacks or Carapace. Oh, okay. I say that. We're getting ranged attacks. We're getting Nubatized Carapace. Both players doing that. But the Spire, I kind of like this from Solar. The Spire is a pretty cool play because if nothing else, he can go and get some collateral damage to Overlords with just a few mutas and just focus along and continue on. Fourth base going down for Solar. He's going to just keep trying to stay ahead. Neither player getting centrifugal hooks, by the way. If anybody does, it would be Solar would want to if we have the normal Hydra transition, but it's just going to be continued Roach production for Dark. Overlord does go down for Solar. Both players at a pretty even supply cap, but now Dark is caught up. He has a slight army supply lead. And Aspire is probably going to be scouted, guys. Overseer's going down. It is certainly going to be scouted. That Overseer with the Nubatized Carapace was a very good play from Dark. He's now going to respawn. He's getting the Hydra Den. He's going to drop some spores to make sure he's prepared for mutas. And now, and with Nubatized Carapace too, he can probably get his Overlords out of harm's way. And see how he's just going to jettison right back and get the hell out of there. Fourth base, even scouted. Dark just now trying to do that. But here's Solar's big push. He is now leading in workers, or an army for the moment. But he's target firing and is going to take a huge hit from Dark. Just pouncing in on this. Solar's starting to lose a lot of roaches. He still has the army supply lead. Some mutas are out with this army. He is going to have the +2 advantage from it. Mutas killing the Overseer could be kind of nice. Catching these Overseers are good because it does cut down the, the range of vision. There you go. Bad job, Dave. Anyway, Muta's coming in here, trying to catch some damage, and are not going to do so. Spore taking down one of the Mutas. They are going to pounce right into the main base. And damn, 5 drones going down somewhere in the fight. But oh, this concave is so good for Dark. Solar has the army supply lead, and he even had it for a moment of power spike and upgrades, but Dark just taking way better fights overall. The Muta's getting some nice collateral damage, though, behind this. Picking off workers on gas actually is pretty smart. There's going to be some Hydras coming out. The Queens are going to be enough to take care of this, especially with a few Hydras coming out. Oh, the transfuse on the extractor, pretty clutch. Well, I don't know about taking this fight here. Getting some Ravs is a good idea. Muscular augments in the way. This is Hydras with the buff. Once they get augments, they're hella fast. And you can literally stutter step Hydras like Marines. So that is a frightening thought in this matchup, too. They might actually serve some extra purposes in Roach Wars when you transition. We don't see an infestation pit from either. Well, Dark's been kept on his back foot for economy. It's a 3-base Zerg to a 4-base Zerg. And, well, if anybody does any switches, I would imagine it would be Dark. Oh, Dark is going into Carapace, by the way. Forgot to mention that. Solar, with the tech lead before, is now forgetting his Carapace. That's a pretty important upgrade when you're getting this close, and it's mostly Roach Ravager, especially now that there's Hydras in. We just add a different dynamic. The Muta's in the fight. Everything's getting pulled in, but the kitchen sink. Ultimately, Solar does remember his Carapace, but he's going to have to back off. He's taking some, interestingly, not the greatest fights. He's just feeling confident that he's so far ahead. He's kept great pressure to contain Dark onto 3 bases. A lot of people, I feel like there's a lot of people that get biased toward Dark so much that they, like I said, Solar gets he gets his time in the Dark. He's at 65 drones to 56, which, I mean, it's a mirror matchup, whatever, but realistically, that means he can keep saturating bases and taking them. If he continues to contain Dark, the game goes on, it could turn into total Zerg Fest in the Lurker Wars, which sadly Solar's not gotten to the Hydra tech behind it. It's just been nothing but this Roach Rav army. And there we go. There's the Hydras with the augments. Look at how fast Hydras are, guys. I don't think you guys may notice unless you're a Zerg player. Like, say you're a Terran player, a Protoss player, you're like, well, whatever, they're just fast. Well, Mutas would have been an advantage, but you gotta remember, Hydras have that ranged attacks. So it's 2+2 ranged attacks, and the Hydras now with this upgrade in the patch. Look at how fast they are. They are speedy boys. They've been changed a little, but dare I say it, they can keep up with Mutas. So, scary thought. It's how I say Solar, all right? Everybody's like, it's Solar. No. I did that because some people actually said they liked it when I don't know why that came out once. Oh, God, the Biles. This is an interesting battle right here. Lots of Ravagers. And it's just pure Roach Rav or Solar. There, I said it. Solar and. We'll see what happens here. And you know what? I'm not really sure from here. We'll see what happens. We'll be going into the finals soon. After this game, but game's not over yet for sure. Army supply in favor of Dark. The lower numbers of... Yeah, look at this. Oh, Hydra's jumping on top of these straggler overlords. It's a bit of a base trade, kind of. It's kind of like more of like a Hail Mary run by from Dark. But he has the higher supply cap because he has less workers. That said, there's a 5th hatch trying to go down for Solar. Roach Warren is in trouble. And guess what? That's the only Roach Warren and the only thing he's been building. A lot of workers are pulled. The 9 fall. 3rd hatch going down. This is crazy. This is actually bananas. We're losing a Baneling Nest. We're losing a lot. We might be losing a game on Solar's side. He does have this base. This is crazy. It's like a ZVZ base trade, but the 3rd hatch wasn't taken out. If you're that invested and it took this long, he kind of derped around over here. Solar really should have taken out the 3rd hatch. I think he's feeling confident, though, but it's goddamn close. See his that's the problem. His army's not all together here. And even though he technically has a base lead, losing the 3rd and triangle is very rough. Losing the Roachborn's rough. He's forced to make Mutas. If the Hydras get taken out, beautiful. I don't necessarily foresee that happening. Funnily enough, the Overlords with the army trying to get some vision. And oof, Overlord's going down even counts. This is a scrappy game. Dark's pressuring this other base, though. Wait, what? The deuce? Solar is cleaning some of this up. The Hydras are getting targeted. There you go, actually. And called it. And I agree, too. I was like, oh, look at Zerg. Look at Hydras. Just look at them. 17 workers. This could be a bit of a throw. But then again, look at Dark's army supply to compare to Solar's. The Mutas are trying desperately to clean this up, but they don't have +1 or +2 for that matter for flyer attacks to take on roaches. Those glaives are not going to be doing so much. Solar's losing tons of workers. Dark's mining more. Let's take a look at the income advantage in the army supply graph. Solar does have the lead, but it's tied up in Mutas. He is trying to pump out some roaches. Dark GG. Solar is going to the finals. Let's heckin' go, gamers. And called it. You know, truthfully, it was the pressure. That was very well done. GG. Cura versus Solar finals. And we will be back in a moment. We're going to be getting the vetoes in. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens here. Bam. This is the first time that we've had more coverage of the Americas compared to EU. So this is actually the first time we've had more caster coverage than EU in this tournament, in like ever. Sorry, just laughing at something Steadfast just said. Too funny. Top Rush. I gotta see where he is. We have a new caster. Who's new to me? All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, for sure, Greg. He just kept little trades earlier on. It was looking grim for a minute, though. If you noticed, he got kind of lucky. It looked like he wasn't paying attention a few times there. And we could have totally lost that. But the efficient trades earlier on, but he damn near lost all his links and just caught them in time. Sometimes there is a little bit of a... There's a little bit of luck in any mirror matchup. And I think that early game ZVZ is exactly where it is. USA conglomerates the entire world. Exactly, Greg. And bringing in the ESL mainstream DreamHack stuff. What other nation has more than 3 American players? Too funny. No, guys, I might be calling it earlier. We might go over... I might do some cheeky little thing here and get some rest. Because I did miss some work today. So, I want to cover this whole thing because this is... We'll see how this is going here. I'm just getting a little tired. And it is a banger of a series. I'm looking forward to this one. That said, I've streamed 3 times today, so... I'm going to be going to bed after this, Greg. You got to remember, it's 10:30 p.m. in my time. I do appreciate the offer. We can definitely do that sometimes. But I've got to try to be on my sleep schedule a bit, and I was staying up too late. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern. Give it up for Solar. And his opponent in the upper right, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Give it up for Cure. In the red and blue pieces. Going the opposites. Cure already starting this out with a proxy racks. Got a proxy 2 racks from Cure coming in. And will it be scouted on the new maps? Looks like this Ogre Lord is going to found it directly. Cure is 100% going to be scouted. I do apologize though, Greg. I just, yeah, definitely this. I'm calling it after this. We're getting some sleep. Like I said, I streamed 3 times today. I got to get my act and gear and try to get. I have to take care of some stuff tonight too, actually. Yoinkcraft. I have seen Yoinkcraft, but I've not played it. And by the way, I was not blowing you off. Not intending to. Oh, it is scouted. It is a 16 hatch opener, but there are drones pulled. Guess what? One of the racks going to finish. The RNG looks like it's in favor of the second one. Marine is on the way. And yeah, well, with 4 drones, this could be pretty good. It's close. It's close. Oh, no. Both finish. Still, SCV's taking a beating. If one goes down, that could mean 1 less bunker at least. Now, this is a scrappy start to the game. Don't see this every day. Oh, no. Mamma mia. 2 drones fall. The other are going to path around. Probably, yeah, he's buying time, though. So that's at 4 lings, 2 queens on the way. One of the Marines going down is kind of nice. It looks like one of the SCVs did fall, too. Oh, no, the drone's stacked up for a second. He's trying to get him in. Oh, no, the bunker blocks the pathing. Drone's getting pulled on the low ground. All right, he's going to bring all the tools he has, which isn't many right now. So he's going to pull together with the lings and the drones, and he's got to go first round. The ling's going to chase this down. We want to get that SCV taken care of so the bunker's down. SCV is done for. Bunker is canceled. Queen's about to pop. And it looks like this is a hold. Meanwhile, behind this, the gas was taken. A factory is going to complete. See what happens. More marine production is going to happen. That's what's going to happen here. No metabolic boost. We don't have anything on gas right now. Well, because he pulled off, he went into metabolic boost. I do like this. However, there is more marine production still. And, well, it's a bit of a Queen's Gambit here, as 2 Queens hold the front line, and the Marine count's growing. It's just 2 Queens, though. Metabolic boost is a far cry away, so it's a battle of patience. CC is going down on the low ground. We do have a reactor going down on the factory, and still Marine production on the 2 racks. Now just stopping and going to return. Yeah, it's a lot of Marines this early. Creep tumor is going to go down. That's a bold move to get in the creep tumor. So Solar is just trying to buy time for metabolic boost, but these Queens are getting very badly injured. He didn't drop a spine crawler down though. Okay, nothing to heal the Marines just yet. So obviously, every hit you get with the Queens even helps out. And oh no, that was ambitious as well. I don't know why he sent that drone over there. He's gonna try to send another. Why are you doing this, Solar? Oh no, don't throw away the drones. Not the I think he's trying to debate. Okay, he's trying to debate the Marines back, but the Hellions in is going to be a bit of a problem for Solar. He does have link speed. Beautiful surround on the Marines. Queens are going off creep. Chasing this down. Everything's pulled back, and it's looking okay-ish for our Terran player. Oh, man. Very rough for Solar. Our Terran player's got to his second base, got an orbital con. Imagine Terran. Imagine Terran. Third hatch going down, and that's about it. That is about it. Your roommates and you are going to watch Mamma Mia, Raven? What is Mama? I shouldn't be reading chat. I should be looking at the game. We got Solar. Look at Dave. Imagine Dave. Oh, Cloak Banshee follow-up to this is going to be brutal. Solar's already behind. And he has no detection. Let alone a lower Queen count. Consequently, used up some transfuses. He's not going to get any vision of this either. Yeah, he wasn't able... He didn't get his Overlord in. He's going to try to now, but it's going to be a little too late. He might give him time for some spores, because Cloak's going to be not done for a bit. It's finishing up. And I don't know if he's going to get the read. There's a lot of Marines back there. They retreated. Okay, we do have blind spores. Okay, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Solar does have a shot. And there is still continued Queen production. I like it. At least a 6th. Creep spread is starting to go out a little bit. Overlord is going to be denied scouting. And the third rack's just now going down with a 3rd CC. That's kind of scary for a Zerg player. He is getting a Baneling Nest and Lair, though, but the... oh, no! The Spore was uprooted. But it does land, and the Queen is not able to kill it. It will take some damage. 3rd Spore going down. Banshee is going to go over here, and it is going to buy time for Solar. He's going into a Roach Warren. So he does have a Baneling Nest and Lair going into the Roach Warren, too. I don't know if he anticipates mech, but that would be a bad read. It is a lot of Hellions, but I don't know. It's going to be a Marine tank. Usharino. We don't have stem. Oh, we do have stem, actually, so combat shield should be coming up next, but it may just be a stem push with Marine tank. And these Hellions still out on the map are going to be a bit of a nuisance. Cure, a madman of multi-prong attacks. This could be crazy. We do have 1-1 coming down behind this for Cure as well for infantry, weapons, and armor. See what happens. All right, double medevac pushing on out here. Nine o'clock base going down for Solar. He's trying to eke out a 4th. This is going to be a big push. Ravagers coming in. Actually, I don't hate the Ravagers for mitigating tanks, but unfortunately, they're right in harm's way. Beautiful transfuses from Solar, however. The tanks are not quite there yet. 2 Cloak Banshees putting pressure onto the 4th is not good. Oh, nice little surround with these Lings, but the Marines getting a nice choke point. Marines are going to go down, and I think that tank's going to go down. That's actually a huge catch for Solar. Very well done. He isn't going to... I think he's forgetting as a Baneling nest. He's doubling down on roaches. I don't know how much I agree with that, though, but excellent catch from Solar. The 4th base, I don't know if that was a kill. No, that was a cancel. No, that was a kill. Okay, so unfortunately for Solar, Kier did kill that with the 2 Cloak Banshees. He got a full kill on the Hash, but Hellions finally going to start to go down. There's only 4 left. 2 Banshees still alive. We don't have any Overseers, I don't think. No, he does have 1 Overseer. Okay. Overseer could be clutch with the Queens against the Banshees. All right, that said, we'll see what happens from here. And man, double medevacs coming in, and Roach is going to chase this down. We'll see what happens. And guys, I decided I'm really tired. I think after this game, I'm going to give it 2 minutes. So bear with me. We are going to go into Mr. Chicken Man. Old man Chicken Man for the finals. Because I am really tired. And Raven do know the Hackians. Banshees getting some pressure in over here. Oh, nice cleanup of one of them. So good defense from Solar. Still more Hellions out. And still the trades. Honestly, those were some good, impactful catches. It delayed the Marine tank push. So the tanks weren't a factor as much as a 4CC going down, however. For Cure, this game is still going on. Marine's going to get some good creep control. Still no Banelings and Tripical Hooks on the way. Okay, they have 13 are in production. And we are going into a hive for Solar. I do like this. The infestation pit did go down somewhere, didn't it? Yeah. I just didn't see where it was. Where the fuck is that infestation pit? It's driving me nuts. I'm probably looking right at it and... Well, whatever the case. Oh, it's in his triangle third, his 4th base. Oh, no, it was his triangle third. He did take that. Because the 4th was killed before. Double Marine push again from a Cure. He's going to try to get some pest control done. Yeah, the classic Cure multi-prong coming in. Looks like he's just going to go into 2 fronts. This is going to be scouted. This one a little larger, but going to force Solar away from this side. Creep is going to be cleaned up. That's 4 active creep tumors, though. If that gets scanned, that's a big deal. And it is going to be scanned, but it is going to reveal his location already when he was there. Right on top of him. There's going to be a bunch of Lings and Banes coming over here. And an attempt of a Ling run by, but there's a lot of tanks sieged up, and we got Hellbats coming in Ultra Cavern. So, Solar's actually going into Ultras this game. Truth be told, he should have... the fact that he went into a hive, I really think he should have transitioned them to Lurkers this game. I think that would have been the play. The reason being, there's a lot of Marauders. There's a sort of okay number of tanks. But still, with the army comp, without ghosts, I think, yeah, Lurkers would be doing quite well. Massive swarm out. But there's a lot of Cure. In fact, there's a lot more of Cure. I just think that would be a wiser move than Ultras. And this 5th base is in trouble for Solar. He's expanding again. He's going to uproot and go. Well, he's not going to uproot the Spore, unfortunately. There's not enough time anyway. He is going to lose that no matter what he tries. That said, this base is in jeopardy too. This time there is a cancel. And he wants to take care of this drop. He's going to be done so, but there's no Banelings over here. That said, there's a lot of Heck Bats. And yeah, let's see what happens. Nice Crows of Bile. The 4th base seems like it's in jeopardy too. 5 drones do fall. Some were taken. There's some Vipers out now. We do have Ultras in production. They don't have the upgrades. We do have Adrenal Glands, but 3-3 is not completed for melee and Carapace for a Zerg player. Ooh, Zerglings. Gonna catch some value, but not too much. Actually, it's 4 bases with orbitals. That said, our Zerg player is gonna get their 4th, well, another 4th reestablished, because He was on 5 bases before. This is going to be annoying. The abducts. Oh, we can't get any abducts or blinding clouds. There are enough tanks, but that one Viper's in a lot of trouble, and he's going to need that as full energy. It's a big investment for a Zerg player. I like this Ling run by. He's going to pick off some of the reinforcements. Those are just a couple medevacs. He killed most of the bio. He's going to have to disengage over here, though. Well, he's going to go fight it. There's no medevacs with the army, so I guess he gets some units, but he's going to trade out Lings, and he doesn't have the kind of economy you need to fight this. So, actually, there's not a lot of Marines. I'd like to see some blinding clouds and abducts. Well, there we go. There's a couple blind... Yeah, there's all blinding clouds. Beautiful stuff. There's still one more tank in the back for Cure. Ultra's getting cleaned up. Army supply looking massively in favor of Cure. Cure still has... Well, it looks like a push, but it's not really... Oh, no. A little bit of a hesitation means a couple of dead Ravagers. Solar's in a lot of trouble. He's getting a Bane bust on the side of not much. Would have been interesting to see it catch that bile. That would have been... I think that would have been more worthwhile. That said, there's a 5th CC going down for Cure. Hatch attempted to go down, but not like this. There's a drop right here. Philippus, how you doing? I just saw it on the 3rd Philippus. I know, I'm getting tired. That's a sign that old man Dave's a little tired today. How you doing, Philippus? Good to see you, buddy. All right, melee carapace on the way. We do have the, whatever the fuck they're called. Something, Ultralisk. I'm tired. Game's awesome. Brain not working. Okay, ghost transitions here. I don't know. Looking scrappy. Solar's definitely on his back foot in some regards. Well, basic regards. He's trying desperately to cling back into this. And, well, you know, it would have been nice, a parasitic bomb, but that Viper was too far back anyway. He wouldn't have there's no way he would have been able to land it. This is kind of cute right here, though. We got the Creeper Lord blocking the CC, and the one Marine gonna, you know, get him off pass so that can land eventually here in just a few. But that was actually a pretty smart move for Solar that came in clutch. All things considered, it was about as good as he could to delay Mr. Terran. Mr. Kia. And yeah, Ultralisk is going down. Ooh, beautiful snipe, and that looked absolutely disgusting. Looks like Terran's gonna be eating some roast Ultralisk tonight. I don't know what these changelings' purpose is, but oh, maybe that. I don't know. It would actually cause a little bit of funneling for the Terran for maybe Bane bust. I don't know. Maybe he just forgot about him. I think I'm just tired there. Storecraft indeed. Hatchery's going to be attempted, well, right in the line of the army. I mean, there's nowhere else to go. That is a kill, not a cancel, however. Cure has a bit of a bank. Solar with a gas bank. And that's about all she wrote. Personnel cloak on the way for Ghost, and we do have vehicle weapons. I've been talking about our Zerg the whole time. We have Neo Steel and High Sec, which means we are in late game. There is no enhanced shockwave. Not that you really get it unless you're against Mr. Infester, like Dark. We'll see what happens here. So, all the medevacs are tied up here, funnily enough. And this is what I was talking about with the parasitic bombs. It does take some time, but if these medevacs go down, that's actually pretty big. A beautiful Ling run by from Solar, however. It is going to push the issue, pick off some reinforcements. Nothing too substantial. There's a lot of Marines there. Most of the army's over here, but look at how many medevacs are going. Beautiful corrosive biles. 5 workers fell for our Terran player behind us. Yeah, Solar does look like he has a bit of problems with this hatch. However, it is going to fall. He did manage to retake this base in the northwest. Another Ling run by attempted. Marauder going to get cleaned up. Some workers getting cleaned up over here, too. That bank is not... It's not like this is a tremendous bank. There's CCs for days and mules for days. But I don't think Solar is completely dead just yet. Oh, man. YOLO Ravagers only targeting one of the siege tanks. Does get the other. Only one more remaining. The ghosts are out. There's a high Marauder count. It's kind of scary. But it's mostly a Ling Bane transition now. It was the remaining Roach Rav. And actually, I wouldn't hate to see it trade out. But that said, there is going to be range attacks upgrade again. More parasitic bombs means less medevacs. absolutely, as they're all absolutely bodied. Goes good unit, but you know what? Oh my god. That medevac just has 3 HP. Very crazy stuff. And is cracking me up over here in chat. I'm trying not to feed into the dark side of where I'm feeling on that. I'm just gonna say you're not wrong. Ling Bane Ultra moving in here. Oh my god. But I'm more feeling the Imagine Terran right now. Look at Cure. Look at Cure. Getting all that pressure done. I mean, it is a crazy game. There's a huge gas bank for Zerg because he's playing Ling Bane. He's going back into Roaches. Gonna try to get some more Ravagers, I think, to bust tanks. Weird game, though. In some ways. Like, Cure's basically been doing it, but Solar's keeps getting these little run-bys. He's got such good Ling Bane control. And that's one of the reasons he's been one of my favorite Zerg players as of late. I always enjoy catching his games. He's a pretty cool guy, too. But, oh my god. Parasitic bombs. Doing God's work again. The Viper moves were great. The stem and the parasitic bomb actually kind of pairing together. Baneling's going to mostly connecting to Marauders. Ultra's actually getting in here pretty good. Oh no, and they're also the Smoltralist, by the way. They still look chunky, but they're a little cuter. They're a little more petite than before, you know. Fam Kaio, no, I'm casting ESL, but I don't know why you're asking me during the middle of a cast, number one. And, number two, we have too many mods as it is. I don't know you that well to be a mod, bud. You want to 1v1 me at that? I don't know. I understand. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to be a jerk, buddy. But I'm probably gonna... I think I'm gonna be raiding Chicken Man after this. I have to give it 2 minutes to catch up after the game, guys. So please stick around, because Chicken Man will be covering the next little bit when we are there. But this game is still going on. Solar is now getting a supply lead. I mean, Terran can rely on mules at this point more so. Just using what they can for gas, but it is Cure who's starved on gas, and Solar is starved in minerals. And interestingly enough, Terran does need gas late game in this. And it seems funny, but Zerg will need gas too in ZBT too, but it depends on the comp. We're just now going into Aspire, funnily enough, which I kind of don't hate it. A random muted switch wouldn't be too bad, considering there's so many Marauders out. There's a lot of tanks. We do have Ghosts, but not really as much to contend with the air. The Liberators is a smart move from Cure, but if he can get the Spire up and continue to grow, our Zerg player that is, while keeping the pressure on, I think Mutas might just Shrek this, because as the army trades out, there's not enough economy. Losing the Hive, rough though. Oh no, he lost the Hive. He's going to have to rebuild the layer and start from scratch in the natural. And luckily he did get his Spire down before, because there was no layer. Ultra's actually doing something. Oh man. Chat. Oh my god. Nice run-bys. Alrighty. Yeah, I wouldn't mod somebody I don't know, though. Sorry, Pally. I like new people, but... I'm just saying. You gotta earn your time here, bruh. Alright, anyway, this is going on here. How you guys doing? What up? Good game, sir? Hey, how you doing, Zid? Oh, Zid, what up, brother? I do know you. Welcome, welcome, and good game, sir. I met Mr. Zid with Gamer Richie and... Oh, no, it was Gamer Richie and Green Ultralisk, if I'm not mistaken, right? Anyway, I should be talking about the game. This is a banger of a finals. I should be covering the whole thing like a good caster boy, but you know what? Dave's old and he's tired, so again, I don't want to give this a banger of a series a lethargic cast. I was up early streaming. This is my third stream of the day. And we dumpstered a lot of MMR, so... Alright, anyway, Thors and tanks. You think I'm just scared of your skill? Eh. No, it's just more to do about the fact that I want to see like 100,000 channel points, and then we'll start talking. Alright? And then we'll even consider it. 'Cause my mods all have insane amount of watch time and if not insane amounts of support. God tier support for my mods. Alright, Corruptors and Vipers. Yeah, get some work done here. And this is kind of a scrappy fight. Ultra's trying to move in. The Baneling's coming behind. Line and Cloud coming in clutch. But, you know, we'll see what happens here. Chat Nitro, how you doing? I'm sorry if I'm being weird, guys. This guy in chat's being strange. I'm being weird because I'm tired. Yeah, I think he needs a timeout if he keeps his shenanigans up. We time you out for 10 seconds as a warning.
Giddy up.
Thanks for the follow. Furious Napkin, great name, by the way. And Corrosive Bile does hit the missile turret. Shit's happening. Infernal pre-igniters at the 26-minute mark. Probably not a bad idea if you had money to spend it on, but as the tables have turned, our Terran player, Mr. Cure, is now out of minerals. Solar has all the minerals. Cure has the gas bank, and he's getting Infernal pre-igniters. Well, I guess that's going to be good if you have aliens. Let's take a look. He does have 2 Hellbats. Huh. I don't know about you, chat. I mean, it's kind of a... I guess it kind of makes sense with the army comp, but the Thors now being a little scary with this. For the possibility of mutas. The Thor switch was pretty smart from Cure. Decent little run-bys here. I love the Corruptors. Getting that caustic spray off on that planetary fortress. Ghost are still going to be a bit of a problem for Solar. But that said, he's chiseling away at Cure. Cure does have the top left base. There's not a lot of bases left, folks. I mean, we still got time, for sure. There's still enough to have this game go on. Less major mistakes happen. And that said, Baneling's going into a lot of Marauders. Our Zerg army is disjointed because he's attacking on the other side. There's still a lot of tanks, and that's where you got to be careful with your Banelings. Blinded Cloud helps with one of the tanks, but the Ling Bane doesn't really find a good target. Yeah, that guy's a troll. Thanks, guys. Welcome to the 10-minute timeout club, pal. All right, well, 60 workers to 44. Lots of orbital command centers. Our Terran player has a lot of bases, but Solar's regained some good footing economically. He has a massive bank, and he's got a lot of production, so he can remax pretty good. However, Cure has a pretty good army. Some of his pretty good army, though, As it gets chiseled away at, and we're talking the Marines. I'm thinking more of the tanks, the Thors, the Ghosts. But really, it's the tanks and the Thors. Interestingly enough, the Corruptors are there. Cure takes it. And there you go. This is such a good stuff. This is a really good game. Do you guys want me to still cast? I can still do it. Yeah, we're going to go to Chicken Man.